everybody! I'm Natalie, and this is Secret of the Scarlet Hand, the 6th game in the Nancy Drew computer game series. Her Interactive has announced that they are releasing a new game on May 7th, Mystery of the Seven Keys. So I am trying to play through all of the Nancy Drew games before I play that one because I'm excited about it. So let's get started with this one.
Welcome to my latest case, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial.
Alright, I'm gonna do Junior.
Dear Dad, greetings from the new Deputy Curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you, by the way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases. As you probably know, the museum specializes in ancient Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the news recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya monolith. Apparently it's created quite a buzz among experts in the field. Well, Beach Hill plans to feature the monolith in an upcoming exhibition. Just imagine, this artifact has been buried for hundreds of years, and now it's going to be unveiled to the public for the first time. The museum is short-staffed at the moment, and they're expecting such a huge turnout that they've closed their doors to prepare. I can hardly wait to dig into this exciting project and learn how archaeologists and historians solve the mysteries of ancient cultures. I'll keep you posted. Love, Nancy.
Nancy Drew, I presume. I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill.
Hi, Joanna.
I was just checking the lock on this display case. This is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Who was King Pakal?
Pakal assumed the throne at age 12. Can you imagine? That was 615 A.D. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization.
Is that jade?
Yes, the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings. There isn't another piece like this in the world, and it's priceless, which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it to Taylor Sinclair. He's a wizard when it comes to these deals. You'll meet him later.
Why do we have such an extreme close-up on her on that one?
Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board at a critical time for Beach Hill. An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff. Franklin Rose assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope he's right because I'm not here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
Okay, so, this is Joanna. She is wearing a very stripy shirt.
If there's one thing I've learned from my father, it's the value of hard work. Just tell me where to start.
There's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
Okay.
Before I dig in, can you tell me about the exhibit we're gearing up for?
In addition to our permanent collection, we're borrowing rare pieces from museums and private collectors around the world. Soon we'll be sitting on the most fabulous collection of Maya artifacts ever assembled in one place. And now that we've scored the monolith too, Beach Hill sera numero uno.
Nice. That means we'll be number 1 in Spanish.
Was the monolith excavated in Mexico?
Yes, a hot young team of archaeologists, Americans and Mexicans both,
Hello?
dug it out of a cave near Palenque. Every curator from here to Siberia was trying to get a hold of it, but I'm the one who closed the deal.
Can we talk more about this hot young team of archaeologists, please?
Why do you mention the nationalities of the archaeologists?
Because in archaeology, everyone wants to be king of the sandbox. I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Who's Alejandro Del Rio?
Ugh, wouldn't you rather hear about the monolith?
No.
It's a massive pillar of stone, nearly 1,500 years old with Maya glyphs carved into it. We've installed it in the garden. Wait until you see it.
Yeah, this game does kind of take the cake for unnecessary close-ups. I agree.
What purpose did the monolith serve?
According to Henrik, the monolith was made at the special request of King Pakal himself, but we don't know what its purpose was.
Who's Henrik?
Henrik Vanderheun, world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics. He's the latest addition to the Beach Hill Brain Trust. I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vander head till he's got a translation on that monolith.
Pointy Vanderhead? Can I not ask about that? Okay, I guess not.
Any last advice before I get down to business?
Semper ubi sub ubi.
Ha ha ha! That means always wear underwear in Latin. Oh. Okay, so Joanna's got a lot of interesting looking artwork and things in her office. She also has this magazine. An interview with Prudence Rutherford. Wow. Yeah, so this is about Prudence Rutherford, a New York society woman who ended up in Topeka, Kansas. Her husband was appointed to head up the Kansas River Flood Control Project, and then he drowned. So that's very, very sad. And she stayed in Topeka instead of going back to New York. And she never took his name because once a Rutherford, always a Rutherford. She's a trailblazer. Prudence says, don't underestimate Topeka. The arts are alive and well here. We have a theater, symphony, and over 20 art galleries. She organizes the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Corn Growers Ball, and she sits at the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, too. This is the capital of Kansas that we're talking about, after all.
Topeka Commission for the Arts. How cultured.
How cultured indeed, Nancy. So, then they start talking about this fire ruby necklace that Prudence owns. It used to belong to her mother-in-law, whom she never got along with, but somehow she inherited it anyway. Anyway, she thought that Hester, her mother-in-law's spirit, was a bit overpowering in the necklace, so she decided, in order to avoid being strangled when she wore it, she would add a piece from her own family to balance out the energies, and of course that piece was this random Mayan carving. So it's a jade piece, and her great-grandfather Ruffleton Rutherford was an archaeologist and brought this back from a dig that he worked on at a Maya ruin in the Amazon jungle back in 1898. It stands for a number of things: snake, green, south, and she's not sure what else. And that's just fascinating. It's one of her prized possessions, and she tells the whole world in this magazine article that she keeps it at the villa, and she can't bear to have it locked up in a cold bank vault where she can never see it or wear it. The insurance company advises her against it, but she told them jewelry is to be worn and enjoyed, darlings. So there you have it. Not the most secure thing in the world to just tell everybody who could read this magazine exactly where you keep it and that it's not locked up in a bank, but that's exactly what Prudence did. So was it prudent? I don't know that I would say that it was. And here's Joanna's certificates of education and such. And yeah, that's it for Joanna's office for now. Let's look around here. This is the museum. I actually just recently took a trip to Washington, D.C., which is where this game takes place. So I got to see a lot of museums while I was there. Didn't get to see any museums quite like this one, although I looked. But I did see some jade pieces in the Museum of Natural History. And
Topeka Commission for the Arts. That's the organization Prudence Rutherford works for.
hey, look at that! What are the odds? Prudence Rutherford's board is, or not board, organization is one of the donors for this museum. Wild. So yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to play this game because I was just where it took place, and the metro system and everything looks very similar to how it looks in this
the
game.
knob is missing.
And I was thinking about this game a lot while I was there, so I'm very excited to be playing this one. I think this this is a super cool museum. I don't know if there is a museum that's anything like this that you can go to in real life, but I hope there is, because it's pretty cool. I think museums with not just exhibits that are fun to look at, but like interactive features, like a big huge temple that you can actually go up inside of, or a pyramid that you can go up inside of and then like play games to make your way through. I just think that's a super fun time. Also, this is a creepy mask. It looks like a skull. Kind of looks out of place with the rest of the display here. I feel like the game developer who put that there did so very much on purpose. So there's a lot of interesting facts that you can learn about the Maya and about King Pakal. If you look at all of this stuff, I'm just kind of breezing through. This is the Pakal carving, one of the key pieces of this exhibit. That's the one that our whole little cutscene at the beginning was centered around. Joanna was showing it to us and talking about it. There's a lot of other cool stuff here too. Just kind of walking through, seeing where everything is. I always found this display a little bit disturbing. They have like face shaping devices, body shaping devices that they would use to like shape their body differently. I'm not sure how this one works, but I guess it was used to like flatten the front of the skull. Wild. Okay, and then this is a puzzle.
Just one more tile.
I don't quite have all the pieces for this yet, so I'll have to come back. And there's an inkwell there. Okay, let's go up here, because this is the fun part. This is where we all want to be. And there's games that you can play up here. I went and grabbed a key card from the front so that I could play them, so let's get started. Okay, so this is Bowl. I don't have a friend to play against. I've never had a friend to play against, actually, when I've played this game. I've just always played against the computer. Okay, so basically, I think there's like a strategy that you can implement to winning this game, but I don't know. I've definitely never... I've never been able to figure out how to implement it. I kind of just roll and pass as my heart desires and then hope that I win. So, well, I think I'm playing as the orange player technically, but I guess I'm also playing as the computer. So that's... I feel like my loyalties are kind of divided here, actually. But it's nice that I can make my opponent kind of do what I want them to do. Okay, this is a nice even game going on here. So yeah, these corn, you roll them, and then for how many dots you get, that's the number of spaces that you move. But if you get all blank corn, then you move 5 spaces instead. And you get 2 turns. You have to roll on your first turn. And then on your second turn, you can choose to either roll again or to pass. And I don't know what the strategy is, so I'm just kind of going for it. And that's how bowl works. I'll make you pass. Yes, people in the chat are asking if I can see you. I can. I absolutely can. I am also just kind of playing the game, and I may not see everything that you say, but I'll try to talk to you when I can. I'm so glad that you're here joining me while I play this game. It makes it a lot more fun to have company. I hope that it doesn't take me too long to win bowl, though. Okay, I'm gonna make you pass. Oh? Yes, this is looking good, everybody. Okay. Pass. I'll make you pass. 1. Oh, so close. He's gonna go right past me. I kind of wish I was the blue player. I like the color blue. I think I'd rather play as blue than as orange. But that's okay. I don't mind playing this one. Oh, again, so close. Okay, now I've got to get him closer than Okay. That might have been a little too close. Do I risk rolling again? Because if I don't... Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Oh no, okay. Ooh, pass, okay. Yes! That worked out really well. Very good. Again, I don't have much of a strategy in this game. There's only so much strategy I think that you can really have. Oh, yep, I thought that might happen. Just missed him. Okay. Sure, let's pass. Maybe we can... Oh no! Did I win? Oh no, I forgot that blue had another roll. I thought that I had rolled for orange. Never mind. I did not win. Yet. Okay. Yep. Just keep moving closer. So close. Please give me a 1. No! That's not a 1. Good. Yes! Ha-ha! Victory! Which is good, because I didn't want to have to play that game 50,000 times. It's an okay game. It's a fun game, but since you have to win in order to progress in the game, I just didn't want to
I should put in my temple key card.
I should do that. Good idea, Nancy. Okay. So this one, you can go get all of the answers to match up these glyphs with their English components from the exhibits, or you can also just keep guessing until you get all of them right. Now, a few of these I know. Okay, I guess I knew all of them, actually. So, yeah, the lights will just continue to stay on whenever you get a correct match. And then if they all go off, then you know that you got one wrong. So you can also use, you know, just basic deduction to figure that one out. Okay, and then this last one is a quiz. There's a quiz on every level. Let's see if I can remember all of the answers in my vault of random Nancy Drew facts that I learned from Nancy Drew games. Okay, Bacall ruled over which city in present-day Mexico? That would be Palenque? Yeah. What's the name of Bacall's mother? Oh, is that Lady Zach Cook? Yeah. Okay. What's the name of the calendar used to compute the 260-day ceremonial year? That's the Zolkin calendar. Okay. What's the name of the supreme god in Maya mythology? Oh, I should know this one. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's not... I want to say it starts with an I, but I feel like that's... I'm thinking of, like, the moon goddess or something. Shoot. I might have to go look this one up, because I'm not remembering this. Okay, well, I got a few of the questions right. Let's go see what I can find out. This is kings, gods, that's what I want. Okay, so the supreme god, that's the Zolkin, Cox, Jaguar god, Exbalanque? Okay, I don't think it's any of those. I think I'll know it when I see it, but actually none of those seemed right. Uh-oh. Does anybody in our live studio audience here happen to know the answer off the top of their head? because if not, I might have to do some in-depth searching. Wait, there it is. Itzamna. Okay, it did start with an I. I think I was thinking of the wrong one. Well, there we go. Let's go answer that question before I forget again. Okay. Cool. So, Lenke. Lady Zach. Cook. The Tzolkin. Okay. Itzamna is the supreme god. Okay, and then a name of a modern Mayan language. Quiche, I believe, is an answer. Yay! Okay, and that's the first quiz level. So we made it through all of the top floor temple stuff activities. So that means we get to advance to the second level. Ooh, exciting! We are just trucking right along here. Let's watch this really disturbing, creepy little animation that's here. About Yum Simul, the god of death in the Mayan beliefs. He's super creepy looking guy. Exposed jawbone. Rotting flesh. Yup, good. Steals the bones and eyeballs of the dead to wear as jewelry, as you do. Marked by the Simi death sign. And, yep, infestation of disease. And we get to see this little animation thing that I bet they were super proud of when they made this. And that's why they put it in the game. Okay, yeah, so that's a thing that you can look at. Anyway, let's play some basketball, shall we? Yeah, so this game is essentially basketball. You have to get the angle and the power level right to get the ball through the hoop. I definitely just always kind of use trial and error to figure this out. So I'm gonna guess a mid power 3. Let's see what that looks like. Nope. Okay. Probably either need to aim higher or give it a little more power. So let's try aiming higher first. See how that looks. Okay, definitely gonna need some more power on that one. Let's try a 5. Is that too high? Okay, that's too high. Or too much power. What if I give it a 5 at a mid angle? Nope. Okay, I think it does need to be high. Let's try 4 at a high angle. Perfect! He shoots. He scores. Okay, so the nice thing is the shot is always the same. Like that first shot will always be high power 4. So even if I mess this next one up and we have to reset, if I can remember that, then I should be able to keep advancing. So let's keep aiming high and try power 5. Okay, that was a bit much. So this first one was high power 4. Oh, we got our black box in the game screen there. That's awkward. There, it's gone. Okay, let's try mid power 5 this time. Okay, still overshooting it. Maybe I'll try mid power 4. Okay, so high power 4. We do need to play all of these games, everybody. I'm not just playing these games for fun. We do actually have to complete all of them at some point, and I figure we might as well do it now. Okay, that was still a bit much. Maybe a mid power 3 would be enough. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, mid. Power 3. Yay! Okay, that was great. That was super great. So I think this one is also a mid, but with more power. Let's try power 4. Nope, that wasn't enough. Maybe we'll try power 5. Start all over. Okay, high. Oh, it's, yeah. Okay, high 4, then mid 3. Good. Then mid 5, perchance? Mayhaps? Oh yeah, swoosh. And then I think this last one you aim low, but give it like power 6 maybe? Oh yeah, alley-oop. Love it. Okay, great. So that's that one. Very good, very good. Let's see here. Is this another quiz? I think this one's another. Oh! Well, I need a login and a password. And I don't know if I can... Nope. Uh-huh. Let's see if I can cheat the system. Nope. Okay, I don't know. Wait! Yes, I do. Oh, I did know it! And you can cheat the system. Good to know. Okay, we'll find that login information later in the game, but I just happened to remember it off the top of my head, so... This is a maze. I'm gonna try to solve it legitimately, but there is a map that you can look at by pressing the M button on your keyboard if you just get super stuck, and then you can kind of figure out where to go from there. Fun little tip for all you cheaters out there. Just kidding. It's okay to cheat a little if you're just playing for fun. Doesn't hurt anybody. I never know whether to think that I'm doing a good job if I'm doing the maze and change environment, or if it's a bad sign. Wait, did I already make it to the end? What? Okay, well that was much easier than I anticipated. Cool. So this one must be the quiz. This last computer here. Let's see. What have we got? Once again, we'll see if I can just remember the answers. No. I feel like I know this one. Wait, no. Oh, it's not that thing that I was trying to type in. Well, this is another one that's like right on the tip of my tongue. But I don't remember it, so we're gonna have to go find the answer. That's okay. We did pretty good. Down here. Yeah. Okay. Again, super cool concept for a museum. I imagine it would probably get a little frustrating if you had a bunch of random people, just museum guests trying to make their way through, and do all of the activities. I think it would get really crowded really fast. And the fact that you're in, like, key card locked rooms, throughout the exhibit is... Oh, there it is! Lady Zoc! That was her name. Okay, Lady Zoc is the name of Shield Jaguar's wife. It's probably a bit of a fire hazard. I imagine that the fire code for something like this is probably... It's probably not an ideal setup. But I do think it's super cool, and I would be all over a museum that was set up like this. I think it would be really fun. Okay, Lady Zoc is Shield Jaguar's wife. Which monster represents the continuous cycle of life and death? It's the bicephalic monster? Yeah, or however you say that, I don't know. What did the Maya call a decorative woven blouse? It's a huipo? What is a kahal? I believe it's a nobleman. Yeah. What is the name of a Maya matchmaker? And Sunny June couldn't find the answer to this in the museum. We don't even know who Sunny June is yet. But we will find out soon. What is this one? I feel like I know it. Oh. Well, people are going to bed. Good night, friends. Let's see. Well, I don't know. I know where we'll find the answer to this question eventually. And I feel like I'm gonna feel pretty silly as soon as I see it, because I used to have all of these answers memorized, but I can't remember that one, so we'll stop there for now. Let's explore the rest of the museum. There is an area that I for sure missed the first couple times that I played this game, and it's kind of an important area. You're not going to be able to finish the game if you don't find this area, and that's the employee area back here. So we have the shipping and receiving room. It's like a warehouse space. It's got a place where you can receive packages and stuff, and then all kinds of packages that we have already received in other boxes that are just stored in here. Sunny's stuff, again, we haven't actually, like, we don't actually know anything about who Sunny is, but apparently they have a box of his stuff here. So that's fun. I like how stuff is in quotation marks. Like, is this even really stuff? the most generic term that we can come up with. Does this even constitute that? Okay, this is a receiving manifest. Looks good to me. Can't really tell if everything is all kosher on that or not. This is a locked box. We don't have the combination for it yet, nor will we for quite a while. It's much later in the game. And then other than that, I think there's just a bunch of locked boxes in here. And then there's also this playback machine. And this is what syncs all of the recordings for all of the exhibits, which this is a puzzle that we're going to have to do. So I'm gonna come back to that in a moment. And then we also have the laboratory back here. The laboratory, if you will. It's very fun, very fancy. There's all kinds of machines and lab-like
I shouldn't be messing
things.
around with this without permission.
Oh, Nancy, you mess around with all kinds of things without permission. That's like what you do. What kind of detective are you? It's okay, she's not a detective right now. She's an intern. Actually, this is kind of an interesting game because the actual mystery takes kind of a while to actually start. For the first several minutes of gameplay, especially if you're just kind of poking along like me, you don't actually have a crime or a mystery to solve. You're the museum intern doing interny things and meeting the people that you're going to have to work with. So I think it's kind of a fun concept, but it is a little, it's pretty unique. There aren't a lot of games where you just don't have a mystery to solve right off the bat. Okay, so these are property of Sunny June. This is a notebook, and here's his take on how to win Bowl. Again, there is some kind of strategy. I don't understand it. I don't understand Pascal's triangle or how it's supposed to help you, but apparently it can. And he likes to doodle all kinds of things in this notebook, particularly aliens and space things. And this is apparently his portrayal of Alejandro Del Rio. He's a superhero with the Mexican flag for his cape. To Mexico, artifacts! Alejandro rocks! Yay! So he likes him. This is we haven't met these characters yet, but Joanna talked about Alejandro. This is Henrik. Apparently he doesn't like Henrik as much as Alejandro. Blah blah blah. Stop breaking my stuff. Stop losing my things. Quit daydreaming. And then here's Joanna. We have met her. What she got up her sleeve? Lots of money. Get to work, Sonny! And then Hurricane Sonny. So, Sonny is the intern that we're replacing, essentially. I don't know if he got fired or if he quit, but he's not here anymore. And he left quite a bit of his stuff behind. And then, Taylor Sinclair, I believe Joanna said we would meet him later. Sonny gives a very important warning, never look directly at Sinclair's tie. So if we meet this character later, keep that in mind, everybody. Don't look directly at his tie. Okay, this is that puzzle I was talking about with the exhibit narrations. We're gonna have to deal with that, and Sunny gave us some clues, which are going to be helpful. And then, uh-oh, Joanna found out about the stinky cheese incident. Big trouble now. So I'm thinking that Sunny got fired as a result of that. That's just my guess. I don't know what the stinky cheese incident was. And then there's also lots of Cocoa Kringle bars. I think this is the first time that we see them in a game. They're going to become an iconic candy bar throughout the game series, and this is where they got started. And Sunny June loves Cocoa Kringles. Okay, this is our task list in this game. So we haven't actually done anything yet, but we'll need to reassemble the pot, bring the addenda to Alejandro, order some things, do that narration puzzle, and then that numbering exhibit in the exhibition hall that we saw. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that too, which I do have one of the tiles for, but I'm missing the other one. Okay. We'll come back to our desk in a moment. Let's look over here, just because we can. Ham radio. Morse code. Very good, very good. Because there is a ham radio over here. So this is helpful, so that we know how to operate it. Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico. Oh, it must be April. Hey, it's April here, too. Wow. Solidarity. I love it. Yeah, look, ham radio.
I shouldn't be messing around with this without permission.
Okay, Nancy, fine. Buy milk. Yes, good. Buying milk is a good idea.
It's locked.
These desk drawers are locked. That's a shame. Let's reassemble the pot.
Now I can start putting this together.
Because we can. Because we have all the pieces. So, this is a puzzle. It's not a terribly difficult puzzle. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah.
That's done.
Excellent. All right, that's one task complete. Let's check that off our list. Yes. Okay, very good. Look at that, everybody. Now we only have 4 things to do. We're so good at this whole intern thing. Oh, there's a person here. Hi, person. Is this your desk over here that I was just, rifling through? Sorry about that.
You must be Nancy, the new deputy curator. I'm Henrik Vanderheun.
Henrik Vanderheun. Hi.
Pleased to meet you. What are you working on?
Just some light housekeeping.
Housekeeping?
Huh? Housekeeping?
Keeping artifacts clean is an important aspect of preserving them. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I would like to point out right now that Henrik is not going shirtless underneath his lab coat. That is just a tan shirt. However, if you're not looking very closely and you just kind of glance at him, it sort of looks like it's just his skin. So yeah, he is wearing a shirt. Just for anybody who happened to be wondering about that.
Did you know the deputy curator who was here before me?
Hurricane Sunny? I'm afraid I did. If he wasn't losing paperwork or setting off the fire alarm, he was cornering our visitors with his theory that the Maya were abducted by aliens. I'm afraid you'll be cleaning up his messes for a while.
Oh, that doesn't sound like very much fun.
I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway?
It can be a complicated process, involving research, piecing lots of different elements together, and a healthy dose of guesswork.
Cool.
So there isn't a definitive dictionary of Maya glyphs where you can look things up?
Obviously
I'm
not.
afraid
Nancy.
not. You see, glyphs are so intricate and full of subtleties that multiple meanings may be embedded in a single glyph. So 3 distinct-looking glyphs may all translate to mean sunshine, roughly, but with different nuances. There is so much we still don't know. Lucky for me, I guess, or I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I see you have a ham radio over there.
Can I give that ham radio a try?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
The radio is a tool, not a toy.
copy.
One has to be extremely careful about the kind of information one sends out over the airwaves. And I do not have time to monitor you. And besides, the vacuum tubes have been terribly fussy lately. If another one blows, I think I'll go mental.
Well, we wouldn't want that, Henrik.
What is the Spectro-X Archeo analyzer for?
It's used for identifying chemical compounds that are found on artifacts, traces of ink, blood, charcoal, and other substances. The beauty of the machine is that it can collect these traces without damaging the artifact in any way. But it cost us a fortune, so don't fiddle with it unless you get Joanna's permission.
Okay, I guess I'll get permission first.
Joanna turned me loose without too many instructions. Do you have any advice for me?
Well, as you've probably heard, the museum is closed in preparation for the exhibit, so you'll have free run of the place. Please explore. The sooner you get to know your way around, the better. Think of the lab as your home base, your center of communications. Anyone who wants to get in touch with you will leave a note or a voicemail here, so check in often. I'm very busy with my work, so you're going to have to be pretty independent, but I suspect you wouldn't have it any other way.
How do you know me so well, Henrik?
I'm not
Not
sure
sure I'll
how
say
to go
this
about
too.
rearranging those exhibit narrations.
Not entirely
It's
true.
really quite simple. Check out the Convermatic auto narrator in shipping and receiving. You'll need some headphones. First determine which of the exhibits in the main hall could rightly be called Exhibit A. Change Exhibit A's narration number until you're seeing what you're hearing, or hearing what you're seeing, and it's all downhill from there.
Sounds good.
See you around, Henrik.
That will be fine.
That will be fine. What's the rating for this stream? I'll try to keep this PG-13 rated. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. I haven't been streaming for a terribly long time, and I don't have a huge audience. But yeah, that's what I'm going to say to answer that question. Okay, so that is Henrik. What was I doing? I already did the plant, the pot, don't plant. I don't have that other tile yet. Oh, I know. I was gonna call and order supplies. That's what I meant to do before I left. I thought there was something else I was planning to do in the room. Okay, so we need to call and order bubble wrap from Silvio's Curatorial Bonanza. So we're going to order that from Silvio Jr.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
Do I need to have the number memorized to dial it? I think I do, and I forgot to actually look at what the number was. My bad. 202-555-9963. Got it.
You have no voice.
Okay. Do I need the area code? I don't. Excellent.
Silvio's Curatorial Bonanza is open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Please call back during regular business hours.
Have I already whiled away an entire business day? That's silly. Okay, I guess I won't be ordering bubble wrap right now, but let's call Franklin Rose while we're here. He's the guy who hired us. He's on the board of directors.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
This is Nancy Drew.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, great to hear from you. How's the internship treating you? Are Joanna and Henrik showing you the ropes?
As far as I know.
So far, so good, I think. There's a lot of work to do before we launch this exhibit, but somehow we'll pull it off.
Glad to hear you're settling in. I'm off to a meeting, but feel free to call me if you have any questions.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Copy. Okay. Very productive conversation with Franklin Rose. We'll probably be talking to him again at some point. Okay, and then the only other area of the museum that we haven't looked at yet is this garden. We walked in here to get an answer to a quiz question. Again, I think this is a super cool environment for a museum. I love it. I love the little pond in here, the stone pathway, the torch. Like, the vibes in here are just, they're pretty great. I'm a fan.
Interesting.
Sound of footsteps. Hello?
Nancy Drew, or should I say, Detective Drew. I'm Sinclair.
Everybody, don't look directly into his tie. This is the Taylor Sinclair sneaking up behind us, as he would, I guess. Yeah, how do you know I was a detective?
Who told you I was a detective?
I was at a meeting with the BOD recently, and I caught wind of your appointment and your credentials. Very impressive, if I do say so myself.
Well, I'm not on a case right now, that's for sure. I'm the new deputy curator, remember?
So, how's this for a specimen? Ever seen $1 million worth of rock before?
Do diamonds count?
Ouch. Well, they did say you were sharp.
The sharpest.
Seriously, though, thank goodness you're here. I'm afraid the museum may be in terrible jeopardy.
Jeopardy?
What kind of jeopardy?
Joanna told me to butt out, but I'm so fond of Beach Hill, I just hate to see it fall prey to scoundrels.
Not the scoundrels.
What scoundrels?
It's a sensitive subject. Meet me in my office later and I'll explain everything then.
Why?
You've got me worried. Can't we talk now?
Just meet me later. 707 Bing Cherry Boulevard. I've got to go. Enjoy your first day at Beach Hill.
Well, now I'm not going to, because you have me worried. So did he come here just to come over and say, hey, I need to talk to you. Come to my office so that I can talk to you, because that's kind of what it feels like. Also, there's my other tile that I needed. Now, do I know what order these tiles are supposed to go in this numbering exhibit right now? Probably not. I need to go back to my hotel room and get some clarity on a couple things, because I remember that the dots are 1 and the lines are 5. But then for the ones that are just faces, I don't remember them. So, like, this one does go here because there's just a line. That's 5. This should be right because that's where 11 would go. I think that's right too. That should go here. This goes here. This goes here. That would go here, this one would go there. Something like that. But then, like, these 2 and 3 and 6 and 9 and all of that, they're just these faces, and I definitely do not remember which one is supposed to go where. So we will return to that at a later point. Let's go run some errands outside of the museum. Here's the Washington Metro. That is what the Washington Metro stations look like, by the way, which is fun. And this is. I don't think this is exactly what the metro system looks like, but it's pretty similar. So, anyway, yeah. Let's go to the Mexican consulate.
I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Oh, that's right. I wasted the business day. Can I go talk to Taylor Sinclair?
I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Oh, I can't. Alright, I'm just gonna have to go to bed then, I guess. Yeah, it is nighttime. Wow, where did the time go? I guess I was just...
I need a disc.
Oh. Great. Oh, I need a password. Coco Kringle. Really? Is that right? That's funny. Okay, so this is Sunny June's floppy disk, because they still used floppy disks when this game came out. Yeah, okay. So this is about the narrations puzzle that we still need to do. Oh, look at that! Some of that information he just already gave to us. That's nice. I may or may not use that. Okay, here's the numbering system. This has the notes that I need that I couldn't remember, referring to which face. Yeah, so some gods also represent numbers. And so 2 is like a big hat with 5 fingers. I remember seeing that one. 3 looks like a doctor. 6 has an X eye patch. 9 has a beard or acne. 13 has a T on the cheek. And then 19 has a removable jaw. I probably won't remember all of that, but I can try. We might as well go back to the museum, since it's nighttime and we can't do anything else without going to bed. And then we can come back and finish reading the rest of the info on that floppy disk.
Good thing Franklin gave me the museum key.
That is a good thing, because we are a really overzealous intern and just basically live here. Also, for as long as the game goes on, I think it's really funny that Nancy's just living out of a hotel room, apparently, for the entire game. I don't know how she affords it, but that's what she's doing. Something like that, maybe? No? Oh no. Okay, I know that one's right. Which one had the...
That looks right.
There we go. Okay. Hey, wow, I did remember it all in one go. Let's go check that off of our list. I love checking things off of my task list. That is one thing that I really appreciate about a lot of the Nancy Drew games that have to-do lists, is you can get the satisfaction of checking off tasks when you're done with them. Okay, great. Now we only have 3 things to do, everybody. We're just making great progress. Alright, let's go read the rest of that floppy disk, and then we'll set our alarm for daytime so that we can continue doing our chores. Okay. Oh, I have to enter the password again? Do I have to do that every time? Well, maybe that's why I remembered what it was. Oh look, remember how I said that we were gonna get that login info for the computer that I totally just entered anyway? That's where we get it from. This is advice about how to do the temple quizzes. Yeah, I don't think Joanna's gonna spring a trip for you to go down to Guatemala, Sunny, but nice try. Dissertation topic. Is Sunny working on his dissertation? Is he in grad school? That's news to me. The demise of the ancient Maya. Drought, plague, or UFO? Why and how did Maya civilization disappear so quickly? Maya were sophisticated astronomers. Were they trying to achieve space travel? Great. Is that just combining the words American and Indian? Amerindian? Interesting. Civilizations, like the Maya and Inca, believed to have contact with extraterrestrials. Were the temples actually control towers? Maybe. Research, 20th century artist Manuel Mendoza and spaceship motif. Research claims that Maya disappearance on Earth was due to departure for other worlds. Research claims that many flying saucers sighted today are being piloted by Maya elders. Where did you get that information, Sunny? I'm not sure that you can really claim research on that unless someone out there can prove that. Okay, I really thought I was going to get the answer to that one quiz question from this, but I don't see it about the matchmaker, so maybe I'm thinking of the other disc that we get to look at in this game. Nancy also has a journal in this game on her laptop. That's very nice, very fun. Can be helpful if you get stuck. I like that Nancy is self-aware and is asking why everybody's phone number has 555 in it, because it's true. Literally almost every phone number you come across in this game, in the Nancy Drew universe, has the numbers 555. And we can call Bess from this phone, so let's do that. Let's talk to our good friend Bess. And hopefully George will be there too.
Hey, Bess, it's me, Nancy. What's new?
It's pouring rain. George and I are in the middle of a heated game of Go Fish, and I'm winning.
Don't believe a word she says, Nancy. Last hand, I made mincemeat out of her.
Anyway, we don't want to make you homesick. How's the internship going?
So far, so good. There's a lot of excitement about the upcoming exhibit, especially since we have the Palenque monolith.
The who?
The monolith. It's a giant block of stone recently excavated from a cave near Palenque in Mexico. Apparently, it's a very big deal. They think it's 1,500 years old.
So, have you seen it? This, monolith?
Yeah, it's humongous. Must weigh a ton.
Like how big? As big as a refrigerator?
Maybe Bigfoot's refrigerator.
Sorry, Nancy, but how would a person tell this monolith apart from, say, some other big rock?
Well, for one thing, it has Maya glyphs carved into it.
Glyphs?
Pictures that represent words or ideas, also known as logographs. Joanna says the glyphs might be a message from King Pakal.
What kind of message?
We don't know yet. Henrik Vanderheun, Beach Hill's epigrapher, is working on a translation.
Who was King Pakal?
He's considered one of the great Maya rulers. He reigned at the height of the Maya civilization.
Well, Nancy, you're sounding very curatorial.
Very curatorial indeed.
I was thinking the same
We've been
thing.
worried that you would be a little bored without a mystery to solve, but it sounds like your brain will have plenty to chew on.
The whole Maya culture is a mystery to me at the moment. The last thing I'm going to be is bored. I'm sure of that.
Speaking of kings, this card game's not over yet, Bess.
Yes, well, I hope you've got plenty of bait for your fishing pole, dear cousin.
Okay, you two. I'll call back later.
Call back soon.
Yeah, and good luck.
Bess and George must have been really bored of the Maya facts that Nancy was spouting off, because they were literally like, that's cool, Nancy. Anyway, gotta get back to our game of Go Fish. It's really important. Luckily, Nancy didn't seem too offended that they thought their game of Go Fish was more important than talking to her about her new job. Okay. So, it's the next day. Let's go meet Alejandro, the Mexican consulate. Alright, let's see, we've got some brochures over here about provenance. Establishing legal provenance. It's your duty! Haha, duty. I'm mature. Okay, hey, Alejandro.
How may I help you?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew, the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill.
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training. How does it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
I didn't even know I was a pirate in training, but that sounds like fun.
I beg your pardon, but how does a deputy curator become a pirate in your book?
You had better brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded Mexico, they became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth, not just their gold, but their artwork, their sacred objects. Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
Ah. Well,
Do you blame Joanna and modern-day art collectors for something that happened long before they were born?
There is more. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the dig sites were robbed, and the stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and collectors around the world. Today, finally, it is illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
he's very passionate about this subject.
But Joanna only wants to display this artwork, to celebrate it, so the public will be able to enjoy it and learn about your people's great talents and achievements.
If the American public wants to see our art, they should come to Mexico.
That's fair.
What do you mean by questionable provenance?
An artifact's provenance is the story of its origin and ownership. For example, how it made its way from a temple at Chichen Itza to a museum in Washington, D.C. If the artifact's provenance reveals that it has been stolen, then that artifact must be returned to the country of its origin.
So...
Then the relics at Beach Hill must all be legitimate, right?
No, not at all. Provenance documents are often tampered with or forged to cover up the theft. Because of this, thefts continue and a great deal of art is moved on the black market, even today. Unethical art dealers and greedy museum curators do nothing to stop this.
So, if the problems are all in the paperwork, but you're saying that we need to track the provenance, how do we know then? I don't know.
And to you, these people are no better than pirates, is that right?
If Joanna Riggs or that overstuffed pillowhead Sinclair had any decency, they would take measures to see that all Maya artifacts were returned to Mexico at once where they belong.
Ha! Overstuffed pillowhead. I love that line. He is an overstuffed pillowhead. Yeah.
Well, I think I'll have to chew on some of these issues for a while, Alejandro.
You've given me a lot to think
In the
about.
meantime, I do need you to sign off on these changes to the loan agreement for the monolith. Do you mind?
I am still not happy that such a rare find will have its debut exhibition on American soil. But in my country too, there are people for whom money talks. I will take those documents now.
Thanks. I'm just the intern. I've been on this job for all of one day.
Thank you. I have some business with Joanna at the museum later, so I will return the contract to her then, after I have looked it over.
I don't mind waiting.
Are you sure? I don't mind waiting.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. So that's Alejandro. He is actually probably my favorite character in this game. I just think he's fun. But yes, he's very passionate about Mexican artifacts and them being given back to their country of origin, which makes a lot of sense. Alright, and let's see what it was that Taylor Sinclair wanted to talk to us about so badly that he made us come to his office to talk to him about it. Also, We have a Papi Dada painting. That's exciting. We're going to find out what that means.
It's about time! Oh, my fears are like maggots infesting my poor old carcass. Want a cookie? They're from Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. I would love to have a cookie, but Nancy, on the other hand, does not want one.
Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back. Now, what's going on?
The art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence Rutherford, a major patron of the arts, had her fire ruby necklace stolen from her villa in Topeka.
Wait, what?
2 weeks later, a whole display case full of rare Maya artifacts was heisted from a museum in New Mexico.
No, not Prudence's necklace. We read all about that in the magazine article. Oh, that's so sad.
What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people are being systematically trounced by thugs. Who's to say Beach Hill won't be next? You've got to do something.
Taylor's kind of a drama queen.
Doesn't Beach Hill have a security system in place?
The museum has a basic alarm system, but it's not exactly state-of-the-art. I've urged Joanna to approach the board about making some security upgrades, but she just keeps saying that the timing isn't right to ask for money.
If you care so much, Taylor, why don't you pay for them to install an alarm system that's more up to your standards?
With so much writing on this exhibit? How can that be?
Who knows?
So if I have anybody left in the live studio audience, I am curious to know whether you think Taylor's tie, his pencil-thin mustache, or his greasy hairline is the most disturbing feature about him.
I understand
what do you
your
want me to do
concern,
exactly?
but what can I do to help?
We need your eagle eyes. We need your bat ears. We need you to sniff out the stink of trouble.
Well, okay.
I'll do my best, but it sounds like what you really need is a new breed of police dog.
Don't play modest mouse with me.
Okay, no more flattery. Hey, that's an interesting piece, there by your desk. Something tells me it's not a Maya artifact.
How about that rubber shark? The artist's name is Papi Dada. She's a teenager in South Dakota. The art world is going bananas over her stuff. I'll unload that one for some serious dinero.
Is Papi Dada her real name?
I don't know.
Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving.
Getting those provenance docs together was a pig and a half. Oh, they're on the up and up, I assure you. But to have been at the height of my career back before the crackdown, those were the days.
What crackdown?
Maybe sometime I'll tell you a sad story I call How Mexico Lost Its Sense of Humor. Not today, though, Nancy.
Alejandro says you're unethical, a modern-day conquistador, that you're robbing Mexico of its cultural history.
And I say Alejandro is the real bully of the playground, a lunch money extortionist who loves nothing more than to see the other boys and girls go hungry.
You really like these metaphors, don't you?
When you sell a piece of art, what kind of commission do you get?
Standard, 10%. It's no king's ransom, unless of course you sell something for $1 million. Too bad I'm not allowed to put that monolith on the market, huh?
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
You too, my guy. Wait, put the monolith on the market? Yeah, no, you're definitely not allowed to do that, Sinclair. Don't get any ideas. Alright, we've officially met and talked to all of the characters now. So I'd say we're doing pretty good.
Come in.
Let's see if Joanna has anything to say to us at this point.
How are the tasks coming along?
When did Henrik come on board?
I got an email from him one day saying he heard the news about Beach Hill getting the monolith. He said he'd drop everything to come here and translate those glyphs. He was even willing to take a pay cut. What could I say except giddy up, you're hired?
Where was he working before?
At the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico.
That makes sense because he had one of their business cards on his desk.
Do you think Alejandro would go to extreme measures, like stealing, to reclaim Mexico's artifacts?
Who knows?
I've got work to do.
Bye.
Alright. Ugh, I don't want to do the narrations puzzle. It's not going to be that hard, but I just... not really... Oh, Henrik is gone. Okay. Not particularly looking forward to doing that one. Okay, I did this. I need to order the bubble wrap. So that phone number was 555-9963, I believe. Yeah. That looks right.
Silvio's Curatorial Bonanza.
Hey, Silvio.
May I speak to Silvio Jr., please?
This is Silvio Jr. What can I do for you?
Are you still having a sale on packing supplies?
That's right, 30% off on bubble wrap, foam peanuts, heavy-duty tape, medium and large boxes, sticky labels, and why supplies last, of course. Have you ordered from us before?
Yes, I think so. We have an account number.
Okay, good. That saves me a lot of paperwork. What's the account number?
BH119K.
BH119K? Beach Hill? Are you serious?
That's right. I'm the new deputy curator, Nancy Drew.
Well, whoop-de-doo, it's Nancy Drew. But Silvio's Curatorial Bonanza no longer does business with Beach Hill. I've sent all 6 of the outstanding invoices to a collection agency. And you jokers won't get another packing peanut out of Silvio Jr. ever. Do not call here again.
Oh, well, okay then. Well, where am I supposed to get bubble wrap, packing tape, and sticky labels? I'm just gonna decide that I did my best. Haha. Okay, one task to go, everybody. I think it's really funny when he's... Ah! Hello? What?
Beach Hill's been hit. Sit tight, Nancy. The police are on their way.
Hit? What does that mean? Oh, that was so loud. Wait, that's where the Bacall carving was.
I should talk to Joanna before I touch anything.
Okay. Nancy, you're such a goody two-shoes so far in this game. Whoops, sorry everyone. Joanna, what happened?
Someone has cooked up my worst nightmare and served it to me on a plate.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry about the theft, Joanna. It must be a terrible loss for the museum.
That's the understatement of the year.
Did the police find any clues around the display case?
The police took some samples for the crime lab, but they couldn't promise any overnight results. So if you want to put your little magnifying glass up to the scene, it's fine with me.
What were their initial findings?
Who knows? Right now, my priority is to get a move on this insurance claim.
I've got work to do.
Bye!
Okay. It doesn't seem like you're working on the insurance claim, though, Joanna. You're messing with a microscope. Which, I'm not super sure what that has to do with running a museum. But, you do you, boo. Okay. I already looked at that. So we have this piece of paper. Has a red handprint on it, a scarlet hand, if you will. Haha, just like the name of the game. And we finally have a mystery, everybody. Shocker. We've had a theft. Somebody broke in and stole the Bacall carving. So we've got a mystery to solve, finally. It's like an hour into the game. Nancy, something's come up and I'll be gone for a bit. Your mission in the meantime, run through the temple activities. We don't want a little rascal rebellion on our hands when the exhibit opens, now do we? Be back ASAP, thanks, Henrik. Okay, so Henrik is missing. for the time being. Can I use this yet?
I shouldn't be messing around with this without permission.
Okay, maybe I just need to go tell Joanna that I found the red handprint.
Need something?
Hey.
Have you seen Henrik? I found a piece of paper inside the Pakal display case. It had some glyphs on it and a print of a red hand. I'm hoping he can give me a translation.
What am I, fish food? Henrik's not the only one around here who can read a glyph, you know.
Sorry, Joanna. I thought I was supposed to go to Henrik with all my glyph questions.
The police showed me the note. It said, "The magician suffers yellow death," whatever that means. Apparently, the thief just couldn't come up with the glyphs for "the curator suffers flaming purple disgrace."
I'm curious about the red handprint the thief left. Does it have any significance in Maya culture?
Afraid I can't help you there. What I want to know is what the hand was printed with. It's obviously not finger paint. Why don't you do a little analysis on it in the lab?
I haven't seen Henrik since the theft. Where do you think he could be?
Who knows?
You're so helpful, Joanna. Also, Nancy, the theft just happened. And you saw the note from Henrik saying that he'll be back, so calm down. Everything's okay. Alright. Insert sample. We're gonna use this machine because we're super cool like that.
Okay, I've got a graph of the chemical used for the handprint. Now I've got to match it up with a known substance.
Got it. Aha!
That's it!
HGS. Okay. And for those of you like me who don't, oh, I'd probably want that. Who don't know their elements off the top of their head, let's find out what that means.
S stands for sulfur.
Sulfur. And HG.
According to this chart, Hg stands for mercury.
Mercury and sulfur.
So the handprint was made from mercury and sulfur.
Mercuric sulfide. Sounds like. I guess. Okay. Mercuric sulfide. Keep it real restoration. We'll give them a call in a minute. In the meantime, let's just check in with Joanna real quick. Just wanna
Need
make
something?
sure that I don't have to talk to her first. Oh, I
I
can.
did the chemical analysis you suggested. That red hand was printed with a compound containing mercury and sulfur. Does that mean anything to you?
Sure, cinnabar. The
Ah.
Maya would rub it into their most important carvings to add definition to the artist's lines.
Where would a person get a supply of cinnabar?
We use cinnabar here at the museum the same way the Maya did, to keep things as authentic as possible. Henrik orders those kinds of supplies, but we've been out of stock for quite a while. The last I heard, there was some kind of holdup with the distributor.
I've got work to do.
Carpe diem.
Great, so now I can call Keep It Real Restorations, which is our distributor, and find out what the holdup is and what's the deal with the cinnabar situation. The cinnabar sitch, if you will. What was that phone number? 555-6766.
You have
Oh, I have voicemail. Hold on.
voicemail.
Unexpected.
Press 0.
Nancy, hi. It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just... This theft is very bad news for the museum.
Yeah.
You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving. It's been one of the museum's main attractions. I don't want to take you away from your internship, but if you can do a little investigating, well, I think I speak for the whole board when I say we'd be very grateful. Give me a call when you have a chance. And Nancy, thanks.
To replay messages, press
Sure thing, Mr. Rose. I'm on it. And now for one of my favorite characters.
Keep it real. Max speaking.
Mac of Keep It Real.
Hi, I'm the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill Museum. I wonder if you could answer a couple of questions for me about our ordering history.
Well, hello there, Beach Hill. Hey, you're not Sunny June. Whatever happened to that guy? I suppose he caught a ride on a flying saucer, huh? What a riot. I'm sorry. Anyway, you don't need to reorder, do you? Unless you ate last week's shipment for breakfast, that is.
Last week?
You're sure it was last week?
Well, that's what it says here.
Do you know who placed that order?
Well, the initials on the order are JR.
Was the package shipped to the museum?
Oh? Oops, I guess we didn't ship it at all. It looks like the package was picked up here at the warehouse.
That's odd.
So there hasn't been a holdup at the distributor or anything like that?
Hold up. Oh, I don't know where you heard that. We've got enough mercuric sulfide in-house to sink a ship.
That's a lot.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
I sure can't. Guess I must have been at lunch or something.
Well, thanks for your help.
Sure thing. I hope there wasn't any problem with the stuff, was there? We only used a top-grade mercuric sulfide.
Judging by the impression it left, I'd have to agree that the quality was fine.
Well, you sound a little green in the chemicals department, if you don't mind my saying so. I hope you know that mercuric sulfide is highly toxic. Makes you crazy.
Crazy.
Well, I have heard that mercury poisoning can cause hallucinations and other symptoms of psychosis.
Know it all.
Looks like I've got another call coming in here. You give us a call in about 4 months or so when you start to run out, okie doke? And don't forget to keep it real.
Keep it real. One of those Nancy Drew game quotations that I use in daily life, and sadly, usually, whoever it is said to doesn't understand. Okay, so, apparently we have all the mercuric sulfide we could possibly want. So that's wild. Okay, let me see here. I do need to finish this narrations puzzle, so let me work on that. Okay, so should be ham radio over here as A. And then this is the numbering exhibit stuff over here for B and D. C, I think, is the bicephalic monster. So ABD, ABCD, E is King Pakal. F is let's just start with that. Let's see if I can remember all of that. If I remember correctly, there aren't actually that many of these that we actually need to change from what they already are. There's just a couple that need to be fixed. So let's see what's already here.
The Maya used different methods to represent.
So this one should be the
Maya
ham radio.
scribes.
In addition to
The Maya ball game.
ritualized blood,
The 4 miniature gods clinging. The date on this slab.
the Maya kings were
I am Lord. Lady Zack. The Maya were.
ceramic bowl. Archaeologists
There we go.
working.
That's the one I want. Okay. B was. That was the numbering system, right?
Maya scribes
Oh,
recorded
I think
the
it's
official.
that one is right. I think.
Archaeologists work in some
No,
of the
this one
most
should be the monsters
Although the geographic.
The Maya used different
Maya scribes.
in addition to
The Maya ball game.
ritualized blood.
The 4 miniature gods cling. The date on this slab.
Strange supernatural.
Yeah, that should be that one.
Strange super.
This one should be numbers.
The Maya kings were
Lady Zack. The Maya were
ceramic bowl. Archaeologists
Although the geographic.
The Maya used different methods to
that one.
I am Lord
I
Pakal.
think that one's right. I think he was Lord Pakal. Cool. Let's look at another batch. Okay, yeah, so A, B, D, C, E, F. That one, I think, is the geographic range of the Maya. And then, this one is about, like, body shaping devices. Not sure about that one, actually, about H. Let's mess with those real quick. So, yeah, F should be the geographic range of Maya. Some of these recordings are like just really stuck in my. They take up free rent in my brain.
Although the geographic range
Okay,
of
yeah, that one's right. And then G.
the date on this slab.
That one is not correct.
Strange. The Maya kings were
I am Lord. Lady Zack, the Maya were.
ceramic bowls. Archaeologists work in.
Although the geographic.
The Maya used different.
Maya scribes.
In addition to adorning themselves with
Yeah,
jewelry,
that's the one.
the Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war.
That one might be right. We'll leave that. Where was I again?
The Maya were pantheistic.
I think that one might be right too. And then J was somewhere out in the garden.
In addition to adorning
Yeah,
themselves
that's
with
definitely not right.
The Maya ball game was a religious act.
ritualized bloodletting.
The four miniature gods clinging to the vision serpent are the headband twins.
That looks
Hun-
like it's in
There
order.
we go!
And the twins of sacrificial dance.
And I
Chalk,
can't
Ship,
make it
Chalk,
stop, so
and the baby jaguar.
we'll just have
The
to listen
Maya
to
were
the rest of that until
particularly
it's over.
fascinated with twins, and many of the Maya gods were
audio
paired
glitch.
together.
Alright, there we go! We finished all of our tasks. So now we just have to finish the other task that Henrik gave us, which is make our way through all of the temple activities, which we've got a pretty good head start on, because we just decided to play a whole bunch when we first got here. So, yeah, I need to... Oh! Hello? Henrik? Henrik?
Henrik!
No, Henrik! Henrik, no!
Amnesia? Wow. Henrik must have taken a real nosedive off that pyramid.
Do you think he just fell, Nancy?
Or was he pushed?
Sounds like you need to find out about hospital visiting hours.
Yeah, but you'd better get the lowdown from Joanna first.
George is right. She is your supervisor, after all.
Thank you for summing that up, Bess and George. So Henrik just decided to jump off of the pyramid, apparently. Or he fell, or he was pushed? Did somebody just try to murder Henrik?
First the Pakal carving is stolen, and now my star glyph man bumps his head and forgets his own name? What's next, Nancy? Del Rio pulls the plug on the monolith, the board clams up on my funding, my mother posts my old prom pictures on the internet.
Oh no, anything but that, Joanna. Anything but that.
We do seem to be on shaky footing, don't we?
What I need from you right now is action, not commentary, Nancy.
Oh,
Will you
sorry.
follow up with the hospital and see if there's anything we can do to get Henrik's marbles back?
Yeah, I can do that.
How can I help around here?
You can also pick up Henrik's mail if he gets any. Keep the lab in order and just try to help me keep the entire museum from going up in smoke.
I've got work to do.
Go to it.
I think I've remembered part of the matchmaker thing. It's like a Tanzahab or something. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct, but I'm just gonna try it real quick. Just in case it is. Oh, that was silly. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I know it's something Tanzahab, but I don't remember. I don't remember the whole thing. Lady Zoc, bicephalic, Huitbil, a nobleman, a Tanzahab. That was it! Hooray, everybody! We have finished with this level of the temple now. So we are cooking with barbecue sauce. Let's head down to the third and final level. This is very exciting. Again, so cool. I absolutely loved the design. Yeah, and like there's a whole little like rope bridge thing down here and everything. It's super neat. Super neat. Very cool. Okay. So this is a puzzle. This is matching each of the Mayan gods and goddesses up with like what they were the god or goddess of. So I definitely don't remember all of these. Let's see what I do remember though. And this is another one where if you get one wrong, it'll just stop and you'll start over. So far I'm remembering more than I expected though. I'm betting I'm gonna make a mistake pretty soon here. Huh. Yep, okay, let's find out what you are. Oh, you're the god of travelers, okay. What are you? Not that one. And the wind god. Okay. Got it. You're the jaguar, you're the god of death. This is the moon goddess, I remember that one. I think this is the war god? You're the rain god, aren't you? Yes. And you're the corn god, which must make you the sun god. There we go. Great. So that's one of the puzzles down here. And then we also have this puzzle over here, which you need to move the Dzulkin stones to 12 of Kaban. So I need to know which month Kaban is, which it's if I saw it a second ago. Let's go down here. Yeah, it's this guy who kind of looks like a little sideways alien face is how I remember that one. And then 12 is just going to be 2 of the sticks and 2 dots. And if you can remember how to do the number, you could also just like set it to that and then turn the wheel until you get to the correct month. But there it is. Come on. 12th of Kaban. Excellent. Okay, so then there's just one more puzzle, and then we can open this thingy once we've completed all of the tasks.
It's locked.
But it's locked right now. Not all of the tasks, all of the activities for our key cards. So there's just one more. It's on the other side of this rope bridge. We're so close. And it's another quiz, but it's just one question.
I wonder if Henrik would remember the answer.
What animal did Lord Pakal fear the most? And then there's a note that says, Sunny June removed this at once. Henrik did not like this question. So I'm not sure why. I do know the answer. I don't think it's gonna let me put it in though, because I think it makes you solve it legitimately. Yeah, so if you put in the answer here without going about the proper sequence in the game, it won't let you. So Unfortunately, Henrik's memory right now is mush, so we're gonna have to either figure out a way to help him remember or figure out something else to get that answer. But before we, let's go to the hospital and check in on Henrik.
You have voicemail.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his?
Yes, I am.
Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness.
Wait, what?
As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
To replay messages, press 0.
I am an 18-year-old museum intern who has had one conversation with this man who's like at least in his 50s. Why is Henrik repeating my name in moments of consciousness as an amnesia patient? Kind of disturbing. Kind of creepy, not gonna lie, Henrik. Kind of creepy.
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
I'm calling in regard to a recently admitted patient, Henrik Vanderheun.
Patient information is confidential. Are you a family member?
Not exactly.
No, I'm a colleague of Henrik's. Nancy Drew is my name.
Nancy Drew? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
What's reality orientation?
Well, reality orientation is a kind of treatment that helps a patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
So, how does he regain access to the storage place?
Well, first, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help trigger or find the way back to his cognitive memories.
Where do I come in?
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work, and who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
Is Henrik awake right now?
Not at the moment. We're keeping him under close observation.
Close observation? What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Well, we wake him up every half hour to make sure he doesn't slip into a coma, and we watch for any signs that would indicate increased pressure in the brain.
Increased pressure in the brain?
Dilated or pinpoint pupils, vomiting, severe headaches, and or seizures are some of the common symptoms that may indicate swelling in the brain.
Thank you for that.
Anyway, once he's out of the danger zone, we'll move him over to neurology.
Ryan to the danger zone.
Thanks for the crash course in head trauma, Nurse Bluefoot. Oh, sorry, no pun intended. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Nancy, you're so funny.
Stable how?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
That'd be bad.
Well, the last thing we want is a meltdown. I'll go easy on him.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Nurse Bluefoot. Okay, so Henrik has major head trauma. He's an amnesiac. And we are the only ones who can save him, everybody. It's all up to us. They are desperate for the intern to come in and help him.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Hi, Henrik. I didn't bring you a snack. I'm so sorry.
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
Yeah.
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. Before your accident, you were working there on some important Maya glyph translations. Do you remember anything about that project?
I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot thinks with regular visits, I may be able to help you get your memory back more quickly.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
I'll visit, we'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you pictures.
Pictures? Well, isn't this nice?
It is!
Come on, Henrik. You'll feel much better once things start coming back to you. I've got a picture with me if you'd like to give it a try.
Fine, I'll do it.
Do I have a picture with me? Cool, I do.
Great. These are Maya glyphs, like the ones you used to translate. Now, don't be upset if you don't know how to read them anymore. I can tell you what they mean.
I know what they mean, dear. I wrote them.
Oh, wait, what?
I'm sure you have written them at one time or another in your career. So, what do you think this is all about? The magician suffers yellow death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
You don't agree with the translation?
That first glyph is the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
Wait, Henrik, did you write this?
Henrik, this note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
But this is kind of a big deal, Henrik.
I'm investigating the theft of the Pakal carving. Please, Henrik, try to remember something.
Who in the world is Pakal? Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today, Nancy.
Okay, it's time for some memory therapy. Nancy, could you come back tomorrow?
Nurse Bluefoot is kind of creepy. Okay, well, this is interesting information. Did Henrik steal the Pakal carving? Because it kind of sounds like he wrote the note that was left at the scene of the crime. Joanna,
Need something?
What do you think about this?
I need to show Henrik a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Check with Sinclair.
Okay.
Do you, by any chance, know what animal Pakal was afraid of?
Afraid I can't help you there.
I've got work to do.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. Alright, we have to go talk to Sinclair to get a picture for Henrik.
It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Oh, I'm sick about the whole thing.
Sick about the whole thing. Yeah, are you a prophet?
Yes, your fears seem to have been quite visionary.
I was in the museum when it happened.
You were?
Have you spoken to the police?
I told them everything I know. I mean, I coughed up my brains right there on the table.
TMI, Taylor.
Did you hear? The thief left a glyph message with a red handprint on it.
That awful red hand was left on Prudence Rutherford's jewelry box in Topeka, and on the display case in the museum in New Mexico. What's the chance they're not connected?
Probably not a very good one.
Why do you think the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel?
Do you know Prudence Rutherford personally?
Oh, we saw each other at functions now and then. Poor Prudence. She adored that necklace.
What's the name of the museum in New Mexico?
The Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. They had a beautiful collection up there, worth a bundle, too. I appraised some pieces for them a few years back.
That's the museum Henrik used to work at.
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras. Here you go.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Wait, I wasn't done talking to you.
Any news?
There was an incident at the museum. Henrik is in the hospital with a head injury.
Poor Henrik. Another squabble between him and Joanna, perhaps?
Oh?
Oh, I'm kidding, but I do remember the time she threatened to push him in the pond. Temper, temper, I'm always telling her.
Yeah, I'm sure that does a lot of good.
Do you, by any chance, know what animal Pakal was afraid of?
You've got me there.
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
Sounds like Henrik and Joanna may not have gotten along super well all the time. Or Taylor's just stirring up drama because that's what he does. Wouldn't be surprised by that either. Hey, Alejandro.
Hello, Nancy.
Lots we can talk to you about.
Why did Mexico choose to lend the monolith to Beach Hill and not some other museum?
Johanna Riggs outbid everyone. I had no idea a small museum like Beach Hill could afford such an expensive arrangement.
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
Do you know much about Maya glyphs?
You've got me there. I know Spanish, English, Portuguese, and several indigenous languages, including Quiche and Nahuatl, but I have yet to learn the language of glyphs.
That's very impressive, sir.
Have you heard? The Pakal carving was stolen from the museum.
Well, I heard the alarms going off, but it wasn't until Henry called me that I heard the news.
So, you were in the museum at the time?
I was dropping off the monolith agreement for Joanna, as I said I would.
And you didn't stop to see what was going on?
I was running late. I just figured somebody tripped a wire and I kept going.
I'll need to alert the police so they can ask you some questions.
I have diplomatic immunity, so I do not have to answer any questions. But I will, because I have nothing to hide.
Don't you care about the disappearance of such a rare Maya artifact?
That artifact was lost to me as soon as it left Mexican soil. So my friend Pakal goes underground for a while until he is sold again. Suddenly, he turns up in Amsterdam or Hong Kong. Unless he is rightfully repatriated to Mexico, what's the difference?
I see.
Have you heard? Henrik Vanderheun fell off the pyramid at the museum. He's in the hospital with a mysterious head injury.
That is terrible news. I hope it's not too serious.
Do you consider Henrik a conquistador, along with Joanna Riggs and Sinclair?
Henrik is a student of my culture and my heritage, not trying to buy and sell it. We don't agree on everything, especially not baseball, but I have nothing against him.
You didn't try to, say, push him off a pyramid?
Do you know what cinnabar is?
The red powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
What?
Joanna said the museum didn't have any, but the supplier said she ordered some last week.
Have you called the police?
I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Of course. Sister Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now, could she?
I should get back to the museum.
Yes, you should.
Did I ever call Franklin back? I don't think I did. I should probably do that. Hey, Joanna! Oh? Hello? Well, she's not here. Well, that means it's time to snoop, you know what I'm saying? What you looking at all day, Joanna? It's just like red crystals. What? What even? Oh, is it pottery? Are you just looking at pottery in a microscope all day? Joanna, there's work to be done. Oh, this looks like a shipping manifest. Is this different from the one in the warehouse? I don't know. I would have to look at the other one to find out. A key. Good. Is there anything else? I feel like there's a lot here. Can we really not look at anything else? I guess not. What have we got here?
Who knew one piece of jade could have so much history?
Okay, so these are the provenance documents for the Pakal carving. The ones that Taylor Sinclair said were a pig and a half to get together, even though they are all on the up and up. So that's fun. What do I need this key for? Did I need it to get into that drawer? Would it have been locked if I didn't have that key? Interesting. Okay, cool. Oh, her coat is gone. So she must have, like, left. Wild. Okay, let's call Franklin, because I don't think I ever actually called him back. Oh, Nancy, the police called. They want me to go down to the station for further questioning. Something about an anonymous tip. Ugh, do I have time for this? No. Hold down the fort while I'm gone, will you please? I left my office open if you need anything. Be back soon, Joanna. Sure thing, boss. You got it.
You have voicemail.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me.
What?
To make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum.
Oh.
Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
To replay messages, press 0.
So, if Joanna is not able to enter the museum and Henrik is an amnesiac, that makes Nancy like the only employee able to work in the museum right now.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
I need to contact a woman named Prudence Rutherford. I noticed she's on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, and that they've donated money to Beach Hill. Any idea how I might track her down?
Well, you're in luck. It so happens that Prudence and I sat on the panel of judges for the Kansas Speak No Evil Mime competition for 3 years in a row.
I'm sorry?
Back when I lived in Wichita. How's that for a small world?
You judged a mime competition?
Indeed I did. I haven't talked to Prudence in about 10 years. But let's see if I still have her in this old dinosaur of a Rolodex. Ah, yes, here we go. Got a pen? It's area code 785-555-7279. What's this all about?
I think Ms. Rutherford had a run-in with a red-handed thief, much like the one who took the Pakal carving.
Ha! You're a real pro, Nancy. Say, why don't I call ahead and let Prudence know what's going on? That way I can say hello, and she'll be expecting you.
That would be great, Mr. Rose.
Not a problem, dear.
Great. I did not write down that number. I hope it's in Nancy's journal, because I don't remember it. I should call him back.
You have...
Nope, hold on. Nope, oh, I don't know
You
how
have
to use
now
this phone. 555-1441.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
Not really, but something tells me this case is going to
they
get
kind of
complicated.
do have a lot of news.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Nancy, can you stop, like, ending your phone conversations with this guy before I'm done talking to him, please? Thank you.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting ready to call you myself.
As a matter of fact, I have been brushing up on my mind reading.
Well, thank goodness I've got you on my side. I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework. But instead, it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
Well, in all my travels, I still haven't found a mystery-free zone, Mr. Rose.
Speaking of travel, I got a postcard from your father in Ouagadougou. Apparently, Burkina Faso has become the cultural darling of West Africa. He must be having quite an adventure.
That is wild that Carson is just on safari right now.
Like father, like daughter. Anyway, Mr. Rose, I'm calling about Joanna.
I think I know what you're going to say, Nancy. Let me be frank. Joanna Riggs has been in the doghouse with the board for months. Her thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Pakal carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
Okay, fun fact. The actor who plays Franklin Rose in this game also goes on to voice Frank Hardy in a couple of the future games. So whenever he says, "Let me be Frank," I just always kind of chuckle to myself at that, like, oh, let me be Frank, and then he will be Frank. So, anyway. Yeah, that's all.
But with Henrik in the hospital and Joanna suspended, how can we possibly get this exhibit off the ground?
Leave that to me. We'll postpone the opening if we have to. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
Excuse me? I am an 18-year-old intern who's been working here for all of 2 days.
Oh, Mr. Rose, I'm not qualified to be a curator. I don't have the experience.
Maybe not, but you are the best qualified detective I know, which is just what we need right now. We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Just kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Pakal back, we'll see about giving Ms. Riggs another chance. That seems fair, doesn't it?
Good deal, Mr. Rose.
It's a deal, Mr. Rose.
Bye, kiddo.
Okay, did we finally talk to him about everything we wanted to? There's all these conversations that you have to have with him, I think, in order to move
Boswell,
forward.
Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Rose is out of the office. Would you like to try back later?
Sure.
Thank you for calling Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
Okay, well, I guess that means that we're probably done talking to him for now. So, at this point, they've put Nancy in charge, and none of the other employees can get in, so Nancy is just single-handedly running the museum. I always find it a little spooky that she's just in this museum by herself, because it's a cool museum, don't get me wrong, but it also is kind of like, I don't know, parts of it really give me the creeps. Like, the whole ritualized bloodletting and all of the stuff about the Mayan, like, ceremonies and culture just kind of give me the creeps anyway, and then Nancy's, like, alone in the museum with all of the Mayan stuff. I don't know, it's just, ugh, creeps me out. Let's call Bess. See if they've finished their Go Fish game yet.
No peeking at my cards, George. Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. How's life at the museum?
Everything was going great until someone broke into a display case and stole one of the museum's most valuable artifacts.
Oh yeah, we haven't
a jade
updated them
carving
in a
of
while.
King Pakal.
A theft? When? How?
Who are your suspects?
Do you have any clues?
Easy, ladies. Let's just say that so far, I have more questions than I do answers. But don't worry, I'm on the case.
There goes your low-key internship.
Honestly, Nancy, it never will cease to amaze me how one girl can cross paths with so much trouble.
I don't know what to make of Alejandro Del Rio, the attaché to the Mexican consulate.
What's his connection to Beach Hill?
Right now, he's negotiating the monolith loan agreement between Mexico and the museum.
And what's your confusion? Something to do with dashing good looks, I hope.
Well, he is a little bit handsome, but he also seems very angry about all the Mexican antiquities his country has lost over the years.
How have they been lost?
They've been taken by explorers and archaeologists and smugglers. I guess the laws have only recently changed to protect Mexico's rights to its own antiquities.
Well, it sounds like he has a legitimate gripe.
Yes, but I got the feeling he would do just about anything to get an artifact returned to Mexico.
What do you mean, anything?
That's what I'm not sure of.
Well, let's hope he's just a big talker and not a bona fide vigilante.
That would be wild if he turned out to be a bona fide vigilante, just running around stealing Mexican artifacts and being, I don't know, that would just be wild. Anyway, also, Nancy, you heard it from Nancy herself. She admits that Alejandro is a little bit handsome. So there you have it, folks.
Taylor Sinclair and Alejandro Del Rio have both earned a place on my suspect list.
Why?
Both admitted to being in the building at the time when the alarm went off.
Did they act defensive about it?
Not really. They both act as though they have nothing to hide.
Do you think they could be working together?
Judging by Alejandro's opinion of Taylor, I highly doubt it. But then again, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, like in the 10th grade when Bess turned purple in the middle of her class presentation on greenhouse gases.
Oh, that's
George,
not good.
would you kindly put a sock in it?
Somehow, Joanna has gotten the museum into some financial hot water.
How'd she do that?
Yeah, and how hot's the water?
It's all very vague. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe she just overextended the budget a little in her effort to acquire the best artifacts for the museum, but
even if her intentions were good,
she may be feeling a little desperate to make some money back quickly.
Desperate enough to steal the Pakal carving, sell it on the black market, and collect the insurance on it too?
I know she loves the museum. Who knows what she'd do if she were afraid of losing her job?
she's a suspect.
Definitely a suspect.
Everybody is a suspect.
Why would the thief keep leaving that awful red handprint at every crime scene?
Talk about a creepy trademark.
Oh, I'm just glad I haven't seen it. With my sensitive psyche, that type of thing is like a 10-year warranty for nightmares.
Does it have any meaning in Maya culture?
Not that I know of.
Well, somebody ought to know. You're surrounded by experts in Maya culture, for gosh sakes.
But maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. Maybe the thief just thinks it's glamorous.
Sure. I mean, who really wants anonymity after all? Thieves have to have style. Something to set them apart, right?
It's not just any old villain that gets a book deal these days.
That's right, it's all about branding. For sure.
After the board caught wind about the police interrogating Joanna, they suspended her.
But Joanna didn't take the Pakal.
I tried to suggest that to Franklin Rose without betraying Henrik's confidence, but he's not interested in cutting Joanna any slack.
So what? She's history?
Mr. Rose said that if the Pakal carving is recovered, he'll reconsider.
Well, that's just one more reason you've got to find that carving.
Yeah. Joanna's ambitions may be a little misguided at times, but she shouldn't have to take the fall for Henrik.
Plus which, her presence at the museum may be one of the crucial ingredients to solving this case.
I think Henrik already took the fall for himself, George. Literally. Haha. Seriously though, we don't know for sure yet that Henrik took the Pakal carving. We just know that he seems to have left the note at the scene of the crime, which admittedly doesn't look great for him.
I'll talk to you later, ladies.
Bye! See ya!
Okay, so I need to call Prudence Rutherford, and I really hope that her phone number is in this journal, because, I definitely did not memorize it when Franklin gave it to me super quickly like that. So, here's hoping. Because we need to call her in order to complete the game. No, Nancy, did you not write it down? Ugh, this is not good. Not good at all. Well, she wrote down the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center's phone number. So I guess maybe I'll just call them. Because I don't have Prudence's phone number written down. So that's really awkward. What was the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center's phone number? It was 505-555-1222. Okay. Great. Oh? Oh. Maybe... Yeah, okay, I had to dial 1 first. Tricky.
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, I'm hoping to speak to someone about the theft that happened there recently.
Are you the press?
No, I'm a detective investigating a similar crime in Washington, D.C.
This is Sheila Schultz, the director. What would you like to know?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I understand you had some rare Maya artifacts stolen recently.
That's right. It's a terrible loss, and the police here have no leads.
Beach Hill was robbed too. We lost one of our prized jade carvings.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm wondering if the robberies are connected. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the incident at Chaco Canyon?
Fire away.
Okay.
I heard the thief left a red handprint at the scene of the crime. Is that true?
Yes. It was very gruesome. It looked like blood, but according to the police analysis, the print was made with a mercuric sulfide paste.
Do you know of any symbolic meaning attached to a red hand?
Don't walk, don't go there, talk to the hand, as my 15-year-old would say? Really, I haven't the slightest idea.
Those are all good ideas, Sheila.
What types of artifacts did the thief get away with?
Only the center's most prized pieces. The case contained 5 pre-Columbian artifacts that were excavated right from this area.
Do you have a list of the stolen pieces?
I know those pieces like the back of my hand. There were 3 pottery pieces, a small stone figurine with a snake head, and an ornamental jade carving.
Which piece would you say is the greatest loss for the center?
Definitely the jade carving. It was highly unusual. There was a glyph on it that no one could translate. Until we hired Henrik Vanderheun, that is. His opinion was that it's Mayan in origin, and that it may have been a place name glyph for this area. As you can imagine, we regarded it as something of a regional treasure.
Do you know that Henrik Vanderheun works for Beach Hill now?
Yes, I know. His departure was a great loss for us.
Was Henrik still working at Chaco Canyon when the theft occurred?
No. It happened just a few days after he left. I remember because after the police left, the staff and I were so depressed, we went into the lounge and pigged out on the rest of Henrik's farewell cake.
He got a farewell cake? That's nice.
Was Henrik on good terms with Chaco Canyon when he left?
Well, it was awfully abrupt. As soon as he heard about that monolith, boom, he was gone. For some reason, he just had to go study it. We weren't exactly happy about it, but it's not like quitting is against the law.
And they still made him a cake? Wow.
Do you recall having some appraisal work done by an art dealer by the name of Taylor Sinclair?
How could I forget? He went on and on about the impossibly rare artifacts he could get for us. I said, "Are you an art dealer or a smuggler?" But he assured me that the provenance documents would all be in order. Still, I never did any further business with him. He just seemed slippery.
I concur with that assessment.
Could you send me a photo of that jade carving so I can take a look at the glyph?
I'm afraid I sent our only print off to the insurance company. They said they'd return it, but who knows when our claim will be processed. I'm sorry.
Thanks a million, Sheila.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
Will do. Okay, well that's Sheila. What do I need to do? Let's see if we can get back to talk to Henrik during visiting hours. I can't remember exactly when they are. So I'm hoping noon is a safe bet. Ugh, the alarm clock is so awful. I hate the alarm clock sound effect in these games. It's super jarring. Oh, this looks promising. Hi, Henrik.
Well, look who it is.
Hi, Henrik. I've come to talk Maya Kings. Let's see if this photo rings any bells.
Oh look, he's remembering things. He graffitied the sun that I noticed earlier and said was really disturbing. Nice, very good. He remembered his name, that he's from Washington, D.C., he's an epigrapher, he doesn't have any children, he's divorced, he's 61 and a half years old. Okay, remember when I said he was at least in his 50s? Yeah, he's even older than that. Why was he thinking about the 18-year-old intern and asking for her after a single conversation when she'd been there for less than 2 days? Anyway, he's allergic to chicken and bee stings.
This will help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
Can you remember the last time you saw him?
Pakal! Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But why? Oh, Pakal! What could I have meant by this?
I was kind of hoping you could tell me, Henrik.
If you're remembering correctly, this is a serious crime, Henrik. You've got to tell me why you did it.
I can't remember.
Okay, calm down.
Easy, Henrik. The answers are in your head. You just need to find them.
It's still in the museum.
Oh?
Are you sure, Henrik? Did you plan to sell the Pakal on the black market?
To protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal. Something is going on at that museum, a devious plot. I was the only one who could stand in the way.
A plot?
What kind of plot?
Forgive me, Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name. Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key. It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know what lock it belongs to?
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and return to me, please, with some answers.
You can count on me, Henrik.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend Pakal and see if he will tell me anything new. You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
This is a long shot, but do you know what animal Pakal was afraid of?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Do you know anything about the theft of Prudence Rutherford's necklace?
I can't remember.
One of the pieces that was stolen from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center was a jade carving with an unusual glyph on it. Do you remember translating it?
I can't remember.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order for Cinnabar with Keep It Real Restoration?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
You wouldn't try to frame her, would you?
Who knows?
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
So, did Henrik try to frame Joanna when he was in his right mind? I don't know. Anyway, we have the key. And it goes to Henrik's desk, so that's helpful. Because these drawers are locked. Okay, so there's a disc. We'll need to look at that, because that will have helpful information. And then, let's see what's in here. Translation notes continued. This is stuff about glyphs. We can actually show this to Henrik, I think, and that will help jog some of his memory as well, hopefully. This is about the ham radio. It gives you instructions for how to use it.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
Yeah, now who do we know who was bragging that they could speak like 50 languages? Okay, hiked with Big Bunny all day. What a name. Temperatures in the hundreds, water scarce, but Highland region is beautiful, pristine, except for Bunny's incessant commentary. Even spotted a quetzal flying among the branches, a rare treat, symbolizes freedom and wealth. Tale highly prized by the Maya. Hard rain last night, shared tent with Big Bunny out of kindness, pity. What does he eat? Nearly suffocated. Crosspaths with an old shaman today, eager for some relief from Big Bunny, accepted Old Man's invitation to eat. Old Man, Vicente, gave us very strong tea, to which Big Bunny reacted negatively. He kept shouting, "Bunny rabbits! Flaming bunny rabbits!" Return of the repressed? Once he even pounced on the floor to try to catch one, but there was nothing there. Vicente thought this very funny. I nearly expired from embarrassment. Tea had no unusual effect on me. A very amused Vicente, and then Big Bunny, whoever that is, with an afro. Old Man told us, legend has it that the Highlands are haunted by the spirit of Amoxicali. I understood most, translated for Bunny. Here's a legend as best as I could gather. The height of Pakal's reign, a royal Maya scribe, Sihuapili Amoxicali, wrote an account of the Maya that somehow defamed Pakal's name. Amoxicali disappeared along with all traces of her work. The rumor was that Pakal banished the scribe and her writings to the far reaches of the netherworld. Highland elders swear that Amoxicali was haunted these hills for centuries and will not rest until her writings are unearthed and her name is restored to dignity. Banished! Ha! If only Pakal were so lenient. Would have enjoyed the story much more without the unwanted outbursts of my foolish sidekick. Quite a tale, though. Amazing that it has survived somehow over hundreds of years. Big Bunny wants to start small-time smuggling racket to pay off his college tuition. Ugh, he's the last person I'd want for a partner in crime. But I do need some way to fund my own studies. I wonder if I could stand it. Travels today have been uneventful. Sun is hotter than ever. Tomorrow we return to base camp. Cannot wait to be rid of my companion. Suspect he is really a dog in bunny clothing. Yak, 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 yak. Sir Bunny the Garrulous. Okay, so interesting. Interesting tales from Henrik's past. Great. So I'm going to go check out his drive here. So I'll head back to my hotel room, put the disc in my laptop. Let's see what he's got. Ah! I don't have the password. Do I? Okay, I do, but the game won't let me use it yet, so... I think if we call Bess and George enough, eventually we get to talk to the Hardy Boys, so I'm gonna call them again, because I want to do that.
Hello?
It's me again.
Nancy Drew, you will never guess who the cat just dragged in.
Who?
Frank and Joe Hardy.
You're kidding. I haven't talked to those two in months.
Let me tell you, they're as cute as ever. George and I were just telling them about your latest case, and... judging by the way they're hovering around me at the moment, I think they want to say hello.
Sure, put them on.
Hi, Nancy, it's Frank.
Frank Hardy, what in the world are you doing in River Heights?
Well, Joe and I just finished up a case out west, and we're taking a few days to drive back to Bayport. So we stopped in River Heights to say hello to our favorite girls.
Well, that's awfully sweet of you.
We should have known you'd be out there chasing trouble.
Joe, is that you?
The one and only. How's it going, Nancy?
Oh, just knee-deep in another case. You know the feeling.
Do we ever? There's one around every corner, isn't there?
You can say that again.
There's one around every corner, isn't there?
All right, Joe. Cheeky as ever, I see.
It's the secret of my irresistible charm.
It really is. Brother. Listen, Nancy, we're taking off again tomorrow, but if you want to talk shop about this case, why don't you give us a call on the car phone? The number is 973-555-3393.
Sounds great. I'll do that.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
Excellent. So let's do that. Let's give them a call. We love the Hardy Boys.
Frank
Personally,
and Joe Hardy, taking the mist out of mystery. Joe here.
That's pretty cute, Joe. Can you come up with a slogan for me, too?
Hey, Nancy. Hold on while I put you on speakerphone. You still there?
Yep.
Hi, Nancy. You've got access to both of our brilliant minds now. So how's the case coming along?
personally, Joe has always been my favorite, but I love both of them.
I need to contact people at a dig in Honduras by ham radio. I think they might be smugglers.
Well, ham radio is one of the tools of choice in the smuggling business.
Nancy, I bet you'll get to talk to them on Morse code, too. Dot, dash, dot, dot, dash. It's like being a spy. And we all know the only thing better than being a detective is being a spy.
Well, doing business with smugglers is not exactly my idea of fun. But I don't have much choice.
What do you need from them?
They've got one of the artifacts I need to solve this case. I'm going to use Henrik's code words to get them to send it to me.
Cool.
Talk to you later, fellas.
Later, Nancy.
Bye.
Okay, we'll try to check in with them again at some point. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can go give Henrik this this piece of paper that we've got. Oh, he is snoring. Wow. Hey, look, he doodled on the pencil too. It's a number 2 pencil. I know that we're mostly worried about his amnesia, but maybe we should also be concerned about possible sleep apnea for Henrik. Those snores sound pretty concerning to me. Okay, we need to talk to Alejandro, because he knows Nahuatl, and we need that to talk to this morning.
Buenos dias.
Hi.
Have you heard? The police received an anonymous tip, and they're considering Joanna a prime suspect in the Bacall theft. They've taken her in for questioning.
I called in that tip. She lied about the Cinnabar, and you may not know this, but she has jeopardized the museum's finances with all of her wheeling and dealing. Why should she not be questioned?
How do you know about museum finances?
I have my sources.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
I'd rather not say. It's part of my investigation.
Yeah, you're
Now,
kind of a
if only
snitch.
I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
What are you talking about, Alejandro?
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Bacall carving were falsified. I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but she evades me. If you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
First, you tell me you were unconcerned about the theft of the Bacall carving, and now you have an urgent need to see the provenance documents? Is it just me, or is this a little suspicious?
It's a
If
little
I can
suspicious.
determine that the provenance documents are a fraud, this will be the first major step toward legal repatriation of the artwork, whenever and wherever it resurfaces.
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means? Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word for snake.
Don't flirt with me, Alejandro.
I should get back to the museum.
Yes, you should.
You're making me less inclined to want to help you. Okay. So we had already found this folder with the provenance documents, and now we're going to take it and go give it to Alejandro. Is this a poor decision? Probably. I definitely think it is, but we must do it or we cannot advance in the game, because we do need that Nahuatl word for snake, and apparently looking it up on the internet is not an option.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
promise me that you'll take good care of these documents.
Good work, my friend. I suppose you would like something in return?
I trust your Nahuatl has become fluent again.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
Adios. Okay. So, coatl is the Nahuatl word for snake. Is Henrik? Oh wait, can I visit him? I can! Oh, what's this? Oh, see, there's that glyph that was on his drive. And it looks like it's the word for snake.
Nancy, you have brought me back to my work.
Yay!
What have you remembered?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at the board.
Oh, I saw it.
There's Henrik's password.
Haha!
This has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
Who is this whisperer of silent secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
How did Pakal wish to be depicted?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne, Pakal claimed to be divinely appointed the first true authentic king of the Maya. Then, the Whisperer came along and wrote that Pakal was only king because his mother pulled some strings. It was quite a blow to Pakal's image.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
So he put her in a stone prison?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would never see the light of day. He put her body, her soul, and her writings all in a tomb and locked it up tight.
Wait, Henrik, a prison of stone? We're not talking about the monolith, are we?
That's the idea.
Oh.
Do you think the monolith can be opened?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb. This is where my memory fizzles out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
Do you think there is anyone I can trust?
Please don't breathe a word of this. There's too much at stake.
Have you ever been part of a smuggling racket?
I don't know.
Can you tell me what the password is to your disk?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Nancy, we know the password.
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
I can't remember.
Okay.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
Bye, Henrik. Alright, so I have the password to his disk now, which is stone. And now that I figured that out correctly, the game will let me use it. Okay, so this is the translation that he had written down. Notes. Aha, a Tanza Hub. So this is where you're supposed to get that information from. But I remembered without having to look at it. Prison of Stone, 6. Whisper, north, south, east, west. Huh. Henry Daddle. We'll call him 605-555-3195. Copan 4, radio for delivery. The call. Crocodile. Priest. Name. Okay, so that phone number 605-555-3195. We will call them. And here Henrik has some other contacts in various places. Last seen 17 months ago in the rainforest? Ooh. That seems probably not great. Password is snake. Okay. let's see if I can remember that phone number. 605-555-30. Nope. I needed to dial 1 first. Let's see. 605-555-3195. I think that's right. I hope that's right.
Daddle residence.
Yay!
Hi, may I speak to Henry Daddle, please?
Speaking.
Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew. This is a long shot, but I'm calling regarding a Maya artifact that was bought at auction in 1898 by one Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my great-grandfather. You're talking about the jade carving, right?
Yes, exactly. Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Well, it's a lucky life if you ask me. So what can I do for you?
So this voice actor is Scott Carty, the guy who voices Ned, and he just, I don't know. It sounds like he's just like an older version of Ned as this character to me.
I'm wondering if the artifact is still in the family.
Forgive me, Miss Drew. Who are you exactly?
That's a fair question.
I'm a detective investigating the recent theft of another Maya jade carving at Beach Hill.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving, but my daughter Penelope was so intrigued with it that I gave it to her. I'm sure she'd be happy to talk to you about it. Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555-3197.
Will do. Thanks, Mr. Daddle.
My pleasure.
Can I just dial that without the area code?
We're sorry.
No. I have to use the area code, okay.
Hello?
Hi, is this Penelope?
Not even.
Oh, is this 605-555-3197?
Yeah, but no one calls me Penelope anymore. Except my parents, that is. To my friends, the art world, and anyone else who made it out of the 20th century, I'm Poppy.
The art world? Wait, you're not Poppy Dada, are you?
Ta-da! Ping ping! You win! Who's this?
Poppy
My
Dada?
name's Nancy Drew. I'm a detective.
A detective? No way! So do you get to wear a sassy tweed hat and pick hairs off dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
What are the odds?
Actually, I try to keep a low profile, and a tweed hat, well, it's a little conspicuous.
So, where'd you get my name? Don't tell me I'm like wanted by the FBI or something. That would be too scandalous.
Not quite. Taylor Sinclair told me about you. I saw one of your paintings in his office, here in Washington, D.C.
So, how do you know Big Bunny Sinclair?
Big Bunny?
I beg your pardon. Did you say Big Bunny?
Oops. Just a little nickname I accidentally found out about. He made me promise to abolish it from my memory. Anyway, about your acquaintance, you were saying?
Taylor and I are both affiliated with Beach Hill Museum, also in D.C.
Has Taylor been pushing those Oaxacan cookies on you? You haven't eaten one, have you?
So far, I've managed to politely decline. I take it you advise against them?
Let's put it this way. His trip to Oaxaca was about 2 years ago, and he's been trying to move those rancid lard biscuits ever since.
Oh.
Thanks for the tip, Poppy. I can see you're going to be a detective's best friend.
That's hot. What's the case? Are there dead bodies involved? Do you need to, like, tap my phone or impersonate me or something?
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities, jade carvings to be exact, and leaving this scary red handprint at the scene of every crime.
Ghastly. So, what's with the red hand?
It's printed with this stuff called cinnabar. Nobody seems to know what it means. All I know is the more I investigate, the more complicated it gets.
Drama. So, where do the daddles come in?
I'm trying to track down certain Maya jade carvings that haven't fallen into the thief's hands yet. I think one of them might be in your family.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird symbol on it? I slapped some shoe polish on it and stuck it in one of my paintings.
Poppy, what were you thinking? You'll never get it back.
That's the whole point. Have you heard the saying that a work of art is never finished, just abandoned? Well, I'm taking that idea to the limit by making art that will keep changing as different people encounter, perceive, and interact with it. I'm tired of artwork that says, "Don't touch." I'm all about letting go, about sending my work into the world and seeing how it continues to become. Don't you see? It's an organic process. I mean, how can people really relate to art if it doesn't come to life and grow and die just like they do? That carving is part of something bigger now.
I can't imagine your dad would be very pleased about this. Does he know?
Oh, Nancy, don't be such a prude. Taylor's probably still got that artwork. At least, I don't think he sold it yet. Why don't you ask him? Tell him you want to see the piece called Deadly Midnight Snack. It's the one with the rubber shark.
Deadly Midnight Snack. I think I know the one you mean. But I'd rather not bring Taylor into this, if it's okay with you. I'm just not sure whether I trust him.
Fine with me. I know the big bunster, Mr. Bunnytron. Well, he rubs some people the wrong way. If you really need the carving to crack this case, why don't you just go ahead and take it?
What? Poppy, you can't be serious.
Sure, why not? After all, this is a chance to enact exactly what I've been talking about. The organic process. Inviting my viewers to interact with my work. The deal is, you can take the carving, but you have to put something in its place.
I can choose anything? A light bulb? A magnifying glass? A pair of headphones?
No, it should be something more organic. Stay with the title, Deadly Midnight Snack. And don't be afraid to go way out. As an artist, I can tell you that inspiration bites in the most mysterious ways.
Okay, Poppy, if you say so.
Right on. But let's keep Taylor out of this. He'd probably blow a gasket if he saw you tampering with the merchandise. That's all art is to him, you know. Merchandise.
It's a deal.
Good luck, Nancy.
Thanks, Poppy. Bye.
Okay. So that is Poppy Dada. She is quite the character. I like her. There's really fun phone characters in this game. It's a good game in that respect.
Any news?
Mind if I help myself to one of those scrumptious-looking Oaxacan cookies?
Be my guest.
All right. So these cookies have like faces on them. Isn't that kind of wild? Yeah. Okay.
May I take a closer look at that wacky Dada painting?
Be my guest. I just had a call from Poppy this morning. She says she's in a really creative period right now. I said, please, sweetie, if you get any more creative, they're going to lock you up.
Pardon me a moment, Nancy. I'll be right back. I hope.
Bye, Taylor.
Poppy said to replace it with something organic.
Like a cookie from Oaxaca? Yeah, look at that face. It's kind of creepy. Okay, so we just got a jade carving, much like the Pakal carving, it looks like. And one thing that drives me nuts about this game is that you can't really snoop in Taylor's office when he leaves, because it just seems like you should be able to, but unfortunately, you cannot. Let's see if Henrik has anything more to say. Oh, it's past visiting hours, so never mind on that. Okay, I really need Prudence Rutherford's phone number, Nancy. Please tell me you wrote it in your journal now. That just seems like an important piece of info that would be very helpful to have on record. She literally wrote every other phone number down. Literally every other phone number. Why? why would you not write that one down? Okay, it's 717-555-7500. I didn't think that was right. I know it has 7s in it. Let me call the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center again. Which I actually need to double check that phone number before I do that. And maybe while I call them, I can look up Prudence's phone number, because I did not think that I would have to memorize it when he rattled it off to me.
You've reached the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Oh.
The center is now closed. Regular hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week, except on major national holidays, when we are closed.
Well, that's not helpful. Are the Hardy Boys available?
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. I've got that slogan for you. Are you ready?
Of course.
Nancy Drew, the ace in every case.
Nice.
Catchy. I'll make a real impression on my suspects with that line.
How's the case going?
I'm sort of stumped by the riddle that Henrik translated from the monolith.
Nancy Drew stumped? I find that hard to believe. What's the problem?
Me too.
Well, it seems like opening the tomb and breaking the curse are the same thing.
Oh, sure, but how does a person pull that off?
It has something to do with putting these 6 keys together. But there's this other part that says, when the first king, that's Pakal, ascends the throne again...
I hate to say it, but isn't it a little late for that guy? I mean, hasn't it been like 1,500 years? You just don't jump back on the throne after a hiatus like that.
You're being too literal, Joe. It must have something to do with a date, don't you think, Nancy? I mean, when did Pakal ascend the throne the first time around?
I don't know off the top of my head, but the information must be in the museum somewhere.
I'm gonna say June. Sometime in June. That's the traditional month for throne ascensions, isn't it?
First of all, kid brother, June is the traditional month for weddings. And second, the date is not going to be in our Gregorian calendar. It's going to be a date on the Maya calendar, which has a whole different structure.
Frank, you are my #1 favorite know-it-all.
Talk to you later, fellas.
See ya.
Let us know how it's going.
Well, at least he's your favorite know-it-all. Okay, I think I found the phone number, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I guess I should have been paying more attention when Franklin said it the first time, but hopefully this works.
Yes, hello?
Yay. Hi.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew, calling from Washington, D.C. I'm trying to reach Prudence Rutherford, please.
Oh, yes, Franklin told me you'd be calling. Such dreadful news about Beach Hill. I will do everything in my power to help you catch those rapscallions. To think how they violated the sanctity of my domicile. Good heavens!
Not the sanctity of your domicile.
I'm sorry to hear about your loss. What can you tell me about the necklace?
I can't even think about it. Oh, just the very thought of my precious necklace gone, stranded, orphaned, and in the hands of some dirty stranger makes my blood boil.
Nancy, weren't you paying attention to the article that I read earlier? She inherited it.
Was the necklace a gift?
I inherited it from my mother-in-law. But you see, the necklace means much more to me than just a handful of priceless rubies.
More? In what way?
I had the necklace restrung to include an exquisite jade carving as the centerpiece, a genuine artifact of the ancient Maya. The carving is not only one of a kind, but a Rutherford family heirloom given to me by my great-grandfather when I was just a little girl.
What does the jade piece look like?
It features a rare glyph. No one's been able to give me a precise translation, but most epigraphers have agreed that it has something to do with a snake the color green, and the direction south. It's terribly fascinating.
About the theft, where were you when it took place?
At 3 a.m.? Well, I was home, of course. Lost in sweet slumber. I don't grace the social circuit the way I used to. That brazen fiend crept right into the bedroom and took my necklace away. Where was I? Picking peaches in the fruit-laden orchards of my dreams. I feel like such a fool.
Was anything else taken besides the necklace?
Nothing. Not even my brand new Dada. Synesthetic, interactive, organic journey? Ha! I always knew Dada was overrated. One moment, dear. Off! Off the sofa, you nasty beast! Now! What are you doing? What did I say about the sofa? Bad, bad, naughty bad! I'm sorry, dear. What was I saying?
Problems with a cat?
What? No, I was speaking to my husband, dear. My second husband. Soon to become my ex-husband if he continues to crawl on the furniture like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes! Oh, they must have known. The rest of my valuables were left untouched. Frankly, I don't know whether to be grateful or insulted.
When did you realize that you'd been robbed?
The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was this positively ghoulish red handprint on the wall. I nearly jumped out of my skin.
A red handprint was left at the scene of the crime at Beach Hill, too. Ms. Rutherford, I'm almost certain that these robberies were committed by the same person.
But why? What is so special about these carvings?
Miss Rutherford, it would be so helpful if I knew exactly what your carving looked like. Could you send me a picture that shows it in detail?
I can do better than a photo. The insurance company made this dreadful replica of the necklace with the idea that I would wear such a thing to public functions. Please. But I could send that to you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be wonderful. How soon could you have it here?
You'll have it tomorrow or the next day. My secretary will have the address of the museum. Now, if that is all you will require, young lady, I will need to attend to other pressing matters.
Thanks a million, Miss Rutherford. I won't let you down.
Call me Prudence. Oh, and Nancy, when you find the villains who did this to me, do me a favor and give them a sound thrashing.
You got
I sure
it,
will.
Chief.
Goodbye.
All right, that is Prudence Rutherford. This is not the last time that we will meet her in a game, but it is the first time, and she is iconic, indeed. Okay, let's go figure out the ham radio thing, because I think we have all the info that we need for that. We might as well. Okay, so all the instructions are in this book down here. Oh, I know what this key is for. I forgot. It's not for the file cabinet drawer in Joanna's room. Okay, so first we need to tune in to 2050 hertz and pay attention to the numbers that are being transmitted. So let's do that.
The radio tube went out.
Not the radio tube. Oh no. Well, I guess we will have to find another one. Luckily, we have a ham radio on exhibit here in the museum that happens to contain a working radio tube. So that is very helpful. And it's locked, but we can use this key. And that's what the key is for. So we'll just take that. No problem. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, isn't this just kind of a creepy museum for Nancy to be hanging out in all by herself? I think it is, especially considering that, like, somebody broke in here and stole something recently. It's a little spooky. Of course, the music in this game doesn't help. It's also just a little on the spooky side. Okay. 20... 50 is the channel that I want.
Atención, 8, 3, 2, 7, 1.
Okay. 83271. 83271. Okay. 83271. Yeah, I know it's up to 18. Okay, so then what I need to do 83271. Oh man, I have to do math. Okay. Give me a second, everybody. I need to actually write this down, because I'm not great with doing number stuff in my head, to the shame of my math teacher father. Okay, 83271 is the number, so 2710, and then we add the original 5 digits together, and then add them to that number. So let's see, 11, 13, 20, 21. So 21, that's 2731. And that's the station that they're going to take messages on, and we need to send them leche in Morse code. And we also need to send them coatl, which is the password. So let's look in our handy dandy Morse code book before we do that, and just write those down real quick. Let's see, C-O-A-T, some of these letters I know, L, and then leche is L-E-C-H-E again. Okay, there we go. That should do us. Sorry guys. Sometimes when I play this game, I have this info like already written down, or if I really want to take the time, I can try to use my brain, but to figure it out and remember it. But I'm already quite a bit of a ways into this stream, and I would like to just go ahead and
Transmítalo ahora.
save a little time. Okay, so I need to transmit. Send C O A T L.
Mensaje entendido. Transmítalo ahora.
Great, so they received the message, and now I will send my actual message, which is L-E-C-E.
Mensaje recibido. Entregaremos el paquete lo más pronto posible. Cambio y fuera.
Okay, so they received my message, and they're going to send the package as soon as possible, over and out. Excellent. So, yeah, that's the ham radio puzzle. So, I don't have any messages, do I?
You have no voicemail.
No, I do not. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna go to bed. Well, let me just double check and make sure that I didn't randomly receive a package already. I don't think I can have. Yeah, no, it hasn't been enough time. But so far I'm expecting a couple different packages. And I need to call the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center back and talk to them about their jade carving again and see if there's anything that they can send to me. I also need to check in with Henrik again But I can't do any of that until daytime. So let's set it for daytime. Ugh, terrible alarm clock. Terrible, terrible alarm clock. Okie doke. So. It's called the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila. What can I do for you?
I've just got to get my hands on a replica of that jade carving you lost. Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head, but maybe one of my staff will have a bright idea. I need some time to ask around. Can you call back later?
Sure thing.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
Okay, so we're gonna give them a little time for Sheila to ask around to her staff. Let's go see if we can check in with Henrik in the meantime. Nope, okay, it must be not visiting hours yet. Was that enough time, Sheila?
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila. Well, we racked our brains. Finally, one of my staff came up with the original box that the carving was packed in. The piece was encased in a tight foam cast to prevent damage during shipping. I'm not sure how much good it'll do you, but I can send it to you if you like.
That would be great.
That just might work.
Henrik left Beach Hill as his forwarding address, so I know what to do. I'll send it express.
Thanks a million, Sheila.
Good luck with your investigation.
Thanks, Sheila. You're super helpful. Okay, I'm gonna set this alarm for a little bit later. Take a little nap because Nancy deserves a rest. And hopefully we can talk to Henrik now. Nope, we cannot. So I guess we just need to give him a little time. Okay, but we have package number 1. This one is from the smugglers, I believe. So you have to solve a little puzzle in order to open this. I think all of the eyes are supposed to face each other, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe they're supposed to be cross-eyed. I'm actually not entirely sure. Okay, yeah, no, that wasn't it. Let's try cross-eyed. Kind of a weird lock. Yeah, okay. So they're supposed to be cross-eyed. And there is a piece. Excellent. So we have another jade carving. Very good.
Diego de Landa. I wonder if that's one of the keys.
I bet it is, Nancy. I bet it is. So that means we have one of them here. That's crazy. Okay, now that we've gotten that key, or that piece of jade, let's see if now we can talk to Henrik, now that we've used his ring. Yeah, I think we can. Hey, Henrik, what's up? Is there more? Have you made more progress? Looks like no.
Good afternoon, young lady.
Hi.
Henrik, I received a note from your friends in Copan. I've got the Copan Fool key. I still need the Pakal, though. How's your memory?
The tomb. Nancy, I hid the Pakal carving in the replica of the Pakal tomb at the bottom of the temple exhibit. Huh. Now, how did I think of that? And another thing, you'll need to get past that computer quiz. Sunny set it up with an impossible question. No one knows what Pakal was afraid of, but Sunny was petrified of the Coatamundi. It's an ornery bandit with a narrow snout and a long ringed tail, much like a raccoon or a polecat.
According to your notes, Pakal made a 6-part key to the Whisperer's tomb and scattered the pieces around the world. Do you remember anything about this?
6 keys? 6 keys? 6 keys! Nancy, what are the 4 corners of the world? North, south, east, and west. Plus the first king, Pakal himself, and the Copan fool. When they're all assembled, they open the tomb. Don't you see? This is why I stole the Pakal, to prevent some other schemer from putting the key together.
Maybe I'd better tell Joanna what's going on.
You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
Alright, so Henrik has told us most of what he knows at this point, I think. His memory is pretty much back, and he remembers that not only did he take the Pakal carving, he remembers where he put it, and it is in this last level of the pyramid that we hadn't been able to get to because of the impossible question that Sunny June had set it up with. Because Sunny is scared of the Kuwatamundi. Nobody has any idea whether Pakal would have been afraid of it or not, but that is the answer to the last question. So that's why Henrik wanted Sunny to take it down, but Sunny did not. I wonder why Sunny was terrified of the Kuwatamundi. Okay, great. And that is the final step. So now we can claim our prize in here, which is that we get to open this up and see Pakal's jade mask. And underneath that is a skull, and inside the skull is the Pakal carving. There it is, everybody. We got it back. This is a big moment. So at this point, the mystery is pretty much wrapped up, but according to Henrik, there's a devious plot going on. We also got a glow stick, by the way. That's pretty cool. There's devious plot going on, and we don't really know the full extent of it just yet. So he wants us to keep the info to ourselves for now, and we've definitely fully committed to collecting these jade pieces, and apparently there are 6 of them, 6 keys. So we now have 3 of them, which is very exciting. So let's see if another one has shown up in our absence. Because we're waiting on one. Yep, there's another one. So this is the one from Prudence. Very helpful. Nancy, please relieve me of these horrid fake rubies by offering them to the Maya god of refuse, if there is one. I have no love for imposters. Prudence. Okay, so there's another one. So we just need the one from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center, and then the Diego de Yolanda key that Nancy noticed on the manifest is somewhere in the museum, we think. But we don't know much more about that yet. So let's call Franklin Rose and let him know that we got the Pakal carving back, because he promised if we did, we could get Joanna her job back.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
This is Nancy Drew.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, how's your investigation coming along?
Pretty good.
I'm making good progress, and the Pakal carving is safe and sound. But I'm afraid I can't tell you everything yet.
What in the world are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I can't explain everything now. I'll take good care of the carving, I promise.
What can I say, Nancy? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Do what you have to do, but let's get this mess cleaned up, all right?
So you'll call Joanna and invite her back to work?
I'll call her right away.
I appreciate that he just believes Nancy when she says, yeah, I got it back. I can't tell you about it, though, or give it back to you.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so, Mr. Rose said that Joanna would be coming back to work, and She is super eager to get back to work. Maybe she was camping out outside just waiting for the phone call because she is here. So, super speedy, Joanna.
Thanks for clearing my name, Nancy. Honestly, I mean, what kind of moron would I be to try and ruin my own exhibit?
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to make up for lost time. I need you to go to the storeroom and start unpacking some of those crates. One of the pieces has a fancy security device on it. The code is 0677.
Fancy.
I've got work to do.
Bye!
Okay, 0677. So that's the box that we found in the shipping and receiving room earlier that had the keypad combination on it. And I couldn't open it, so it's up here. Oh, so loud. And there's the Diego de Londa key. So we are just collecting these pieces, and the final piece should be here from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
I bet I can make a mold from this foam core.
I bet you're right, Nancy. So there's the packing foam that they gave us that they, for some reason, didn't throw away. That's very fortunate. And we're just gonna make a Paris of plaster cast out of that. Yeah, and I believe with that we have all 6 pieces, so...
According to Henrik's notes, I need to make a key out of these pieces.
So let's put that together. Okay, I think I need to put the top piece on first, but it needs to line up correctly. There we go. Okay. And then that one looks like that goes there. And this one. That goes there. This one here. Yes. And this one.
Now I have the key!
Yay! Very exciting. We have a key. And we are about to enter the end game sequence, everybody. So, we need to use the key to unlock the monolith, and we also are going to need these missing pieces, which are the Tzolk'in calendar.
Wow,
So
these are heavy!
we're just gonna grab those.
I'm not sure I can hold on to these stones for very much longer.
You can do it, Nancy. Now, if Nancy walks in any direction other than towards the monolith...
These calendar stones are getting too heavy. I can't hold on to them any longer.
She just drops them and it's bad. She breaks heavy, priceless relic, and then we have to have
I'm
a
not
second
sure I can
chance.
hold on to these stones for very much longer.
So you saw that she took about like 5
I've got
steps.
to put these things down.
But as long as she's walking in the general direction of the monolith, she could go this way. I think she could go back like up and through the temple even, if she wants to.
I can't hold on to them.
Okay, no, maybe I'm wrong about that. Just kidding. She can't go that far. She's grounded for 5 years, according to her father.
I'm not sure I can hold on to these stones
Never
for very
mind.
much
She
longer.
can't go through the temple,
I've
but
got
she
to put these
can
things
take
down.
like way more steps walking towards the monolith than she could walking in the other direction.
Looks like this side is missing a part.
Never fear, Nancy. That's why I made you carry this. Okay, so the last piece of information that we need before we can solve this is we need to know what the date that Pakal ascended the throne was, according to the Mayan calendar. And I think that info is on... Is it this one? Yes, the 6th of Lamont. So really, I just need to know the 6th. Remember that trick that I told you earlier when we were doing that temple game activity? I just need to know the 6th, and then turn the
poem
month.
said, when the first king ascends again.
Yeah, so I'll set it to 6, and then I'll just keep turning this one until I come up with the month that I need, because I don't know what Lamont looks like. And apparently it looks like that. Okay, so something happened. We had a piece Yeah, a hole.
This side looks damaged.
It's not damaged, Nancy. It's a
I'll
hole.
have to choose which side of the cube goes here.
So I think I can just kind of use trial and error on this, because I don't know which one is...
Nothing happened.
Which one is which. The goal is to get north, south, east, west, all on their respective sides to unlock each side. But I don't know which one is which, so I'm just gonna try all of them. Okay, there. That one was the correct one. So now, take a step away. That's the other one. And do the next side. Okay. I'm betting it's this one. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's this one. Yes. Great. Okay. 2 down, 2 to go. This one? Yes. Alright, just one more side, everybody. This is...
This should be the last step.
Yes, this is the last step, and this is End Game Challenge. Starting... now.
I wonder what's inside.
Ah! That's horrifying. I hate that.
It's blank.
Who's your friend, Nancy?
Boo. Taylor Sinclair.
Big Bunny!
Who'd you expect? The Tooth Fairy?
No, I expected
Looks
you.
like someone forgot her beauty cream. I guess we can't all age gracefully.
You're so funny.
I'm sure she would say the same about you.
Oh!
You've been a top-notch assistant, Nancy, but I'm afraid you're just not going to make it in the art world.
What do you mean?
Why are you doing this?
Nancy, do you have any idea what that book contains?
Remember how Nancy said it was blank?
Help me out, Sinclair. I'm drawing a blank.
The Whisperer's writings are the only known personal account of Maya life, the only written glimpse into Bakal's time anywhere. Do you know what I can get for that thing on the black market?
A lot of money.
But it doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
Finders keepers, I say. Nobody even realizes this thing has any contents. Won't they get a surprise when they finally open it up and find that it contains a 7th century scribe and a 21st century detective? Adios, Nancy.
You wouldn't dare. You would dare. Okay, so this is, in my opinion, the most horrifying endgame challenge. Regardless of whether you win or not. So you're
I'm
suffocating
starting to run
in
out
here.
of air in here.
What you have to do to win is open up the mummy's mouth, pull this thing out of the skeleton's mouth, and find the opening for it. Which
I gotta get out of here.
Is not exactly super easy to find, but it's up here. And then that opened up something. Not
I'm
here,
suffocating in here. Let me out.
but over on the other side.
This may be the scribe's notes about Bakal.
Yeah, okay, so this is the real record that the scribe wrote. And then this is also where you get the key. And then you turn around and you put it in here. So yeah, that's the horrifying endgame challenge. If you lose this challenge and you run out of air, which I'm not sure it's going to now that I've pretty much finished it, but Nancy suffocates and then it shows a very traumatizing newspaper article. As a child, I was scarred for life by this endgame sequence. But now that we're about to solve this, the actual end of the game is one of my favorites because it's just absolutely chaotic and wild and hilarious. And you'll see why in a minute.
Behold! Our heroine emerges from the tomb, like a mermaid from the sea.
Meanwhile, The foolish villain stews in the sour soup of his own miscalculation.
From deep in the recesses of time, a wise royal scribe whispers her thanks.
And a priceless chapter of history is rescued from obscurity. Way to go, Nancy!
What?
What in the world? Ah! Confound you, Nancy Drew!
Dear Dad, it was great to talk to you on the phone last night. I can't wait to see you back in River Heights where I can fill you in on the whole story. Can you believe that your own daughter was recently standing face to face with a real mummy? Now that the scribe's book has been recovered, I understand how important it is and why Taylor thought he could make a fortune selling it on the black market. The book contains one of the only personal accounts of Maya life and existence anywhere. I'm sure it'll be a tremendous addition to our knowledge of the Maya once it's translated, that is. And now that Henrik's memory is back up to speed again, I'm sure he'll be itching to get to work on it. Taylor Sinclair won't be making any art deals for a long time, though, that's for sure. I guess I shouldn't be surprised about Alejandro's discovery that the Pakal carving's provenance documents were faked after all. When Franklin Rose and the board found out, they arranged to return the artifact to Mexico right away. Mexican officials are so happy to have the artifact back, they have pledged a new era of diplomatic relations with Beach Hill. Joanna sure learned her lesson about making deals with shady operators like Taylor. The board has agreed to give her another chance as long as she reforms her business tactics. And what else? Oh yes, Poppy Dada's announced a new direction in her artwork. All her new paintings are going to feature, what else? Mysterious red handprints.
Good.
So I guess everyone is taking off in new directions now. I'm going to stay and help this exhibit get launched. But I'll see you back at home in a couple of weeks. Have a safe trip home. Love, Nancy.
Yay! I like how... Oh, I'll wait till this is done.
Dear Nancy, Bess and George told me you're on a case in D.C. I hope everything is working out for you. I wish I could say the same for me. I'm planning on living here, but there's been some trouble. I think someone or something doesn't want me here. Please, Nancy, I'm afraid I can't stay here very much longer. I know you're busy, but I'm desperate. I need you to come out and investigate. Please say you will. Your friend, Sally.
Okay. Lots of things to talk about here at the end of the game. So I like how in the newspaper article they call Taylor Big Bunny Sinclair. It's just a commonly known nickname at this point, and that will be humiliating for him forever. I have no idea where it came from or why they call him that, but I love that that is a recurring thing. Also, in case you hadn't put that together, Taylor Sinclair and Henrik apparently went on this, like, camping trip in Mexico together, way back in the day, pre-Taylor smuggling era. So, anyway. Yeah, so I love the ending to that game. I think it's wild and hilarious and just so good because apparently Joanna and Henrik and Alejandro all just decided to hang out outside the monolith. Either they knew that Nancy was inside and didn't try to help her because they were too busy preparing slam poetry for when she emerged successfully. In which case, they also probably saw Sinclair leave and didn't try to stop him or anything. I can't think of any other explanation for why they were all gathered out in the garden, just chilling, and had all of that big monologue prepared and ready to go at the end. I don't know. I do think it's super funny and entertaining, though. It is one of my favorite endings to the game. And then the big close-up of Taylor Sinclair's face as he's reading the blank document and scowling, and he's like, what in the world? It's super good. And then the confound you, Nancy Drew. It's a great ending. I love it. I love it so much. Also, this is a game of firsts. This is the first time that we have an end game teaser trailer for the next game, which is very fun, very exciting. First time we see Sunny June or a Coco Kringle bar in a game. First time we meet Prudence Rutherford. First time that we get to talk to the Hardy Boys. We have a new Bess and I think a new George too in this game, which is fun. We'll have both of those voice actresses back again as those characters within the next few games as well. The guy who voiced Henrik also voiced Brady Armstrong in the previous game. Yeah. Yep. I like this game. I think it's a little bit dark and creepy in some places, but I think it's a lot of fun too. So, anyway, this has been a bit longer stream because it's a little bit longer game. We're starting to increase that run time, which is exciting. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good time.